fight anymore. Just turn around and leave me. The tear in my eye drops on the floor alongside my spear.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. Let me fix the webcam real quick. Also, while I'm here, drop it. Whoop, oh, the other way. Oh, that makes it okay. Let's bright. Wait, it actually saves the brightness setting. That's fucking awesome. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How y'all doing, everybody? Welcome, welcome. We got more updates for the beta. Is the beta even up right now? Are the changes even live? Alexander, my man, how you doing? I see you in the chat. Let me make you a little bit more fitting for the screen, my dude. How you doing? Cran, Water, Shady. We got ourselves Archer. Is that what it is? I'm so bad with names. On Alexander, how you doing, my man? Ozzy, how you doing, my dude? Bonjour, Dal, how you doing? Bonjour, bonjour, my man. How you doing, my dude? Let me get the music back up and running, boys. Let me know if it's loud, too loud or whatnot. Should be good though. Mic sounding a lot better, not cutting in and out. Fucking awesome. I fucked around with a lot of the settings. I actually even replicated the setting for what I usually do for the what's this? What do you do for my YouTube videos? I actually got exactly the same settings of my microphone as I would do when I'm doing YouTube videos. And then I have this crisp stream setting, which is a little bit more toned down, less like super hard on the ears, less clear, so I can really just go all out fucking ham if I want to, and we'll test it out, right? I'm still experimenting. I'm still doing a lot of experimenting, but it does work a little bit. I think maybe this one or the other one works better with the effects. Either way, only the cam still sucks. Down. I was sorry to say, yo, dude. One day maybe we'll upgrade the cam to a fucking DSLR, whatever the fuck people do. You know what I mean? It'll be really high quality and shit like that. Actually, I could turn this up a little bit brighter so the green screen doesn't look nearly all fucked up. How y'all doing? Welcome back, boys. Hey man, what's up, Anton? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one, my man. Also, I got one effect to play with. Hold on, there's one effect. I don't know how loud it will be, but I was messing around with the effects and I got something that sounds like just something to maybe some more like Burning Legion demonic kind of deal. That or an orc. And I have like one voice line. I don't know if it sounds any good. You guys let me know. I've been fucking around with it more. But anyway, we got more beta stuff. Is the beta even up right now? Is the beta, has it even went down? Are the changes even live? I don't even know. But we're going to be fucking around with that, dude. We're going to be fucking around with all these changes. You know what I mean? Popping off with all these changes for a second. Turn the music down a bit. Okay, we can turn the music down a little bit less. So Viz, bro, what's up, Anton? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good up and running today, okay? The beta, is it updating? It's updating. Okay, so it should be good with the beta. It should be good with the updates. Because I don't know, I literally been just hanging out on PREPATCH, playing myself some enhancement shaman in PvP, and goddamn does that spec blast in PvP. It's definitely squishy, but honestly, rogues are pretty fucking squishy. So I'm playing enhancement and I'm like, I feel like a rogue without a vanish, so I think I'm okay. But the healing, I feel like the heals are real like turned up. You know what I mean? Do you give me cookies in orc voice, please? Give me my cookies in an orc voice. Hold on. Hold on. Like orc voice? Like what are we talking about? Because there's a preset
called the orc voice. This is supposed to be the orc. Or I could do the give me cookies
in the Burning Legion, which is what I named it as. Or I could do it with the whisper. I don't know how that sounded for you guys. But there's so many cool, dude. I can fuck around with the effects, man. I really get to finally play around with it. I have very little free time, so now that I'm finally able to get it going, like I'm having a bit of fun with it, you know what I mean? Today maybe some Shadowpriest dungeon? Yo, Chris, I think we did that yesterday actually, but if we didn't, then down today, my dude. Shadowpriest got nerfed, by the way. Did you guys hear that? Shadowpriest actually took a bit of a hit, a small hit. In terms of we got a donut with a DC? Are you kidding me, my man? How you doing, my dude? Hope you're having a good one.
Say, Luke, I am your father in deep voice.
Say, Luke, I am your father in deep voice. I'm gonna try it. It's a little bit pressure on me, but close enough, maybe. I don't know. Is that good enough? Okay, so if I speak normally, by the way.
This is what this sounds like when I speak normally, but if I just add a bit of a growl,
just a bit of a growl to it, it shapes it well, right? Because you really do need to strain your vocals, I feel like, to let the effect kind of just carry the rest. But I don't think I'll ever be able to get it to the point where I can just speak normally and it sounds like a fucking demon raining over the skies. Because when I just select the demon effect,
it just sounds like I have puberty all over again. But that's really about it, you know? It sounds like Satan from South Park, baby, at best.
And it just doesn't sound that good. I like this song, by the way. All right, beta, is it up? Let's check. We got a lot of updates, boys. We got updates. And apparently these are good. I haven't got to take a look at any of them. So we're going to be looking at it together, man. Hand in hand, handshakes. Everybody in the goddamn chat. I love check voice converter. I always use Logic myself. It's a blue voice thing that they have. I think technically Blue Yeti has the same thing for Sherpa voice. That was their app for it, but I think they just paired with Logic because Logic bought them and you could use Logitech for it. I think Logitech has the voice for WoW stuff, but yeah, this is my first time really playing it. It sounds like a demon all the time, dude. Wait, is it stuck? Is the voice stuck? Or are you just... I don't really know. Wait, is the voice stuck right now, or... Yeah, the voice converter is working, but it lowers your sound, to be honest. My personal... I might need to fuck with the gain. That's all I can really do about it. No, it's fine now. Okay, cool. Again, it's just, I really don't know, because I close the app every single time, you know what I mean? Like, normally, I guess you would have it open just so you can monitor what effect it's on, and you could have keybinds or whatever. Alrighty, boys. Let's see if the beta is all good to go. So we got a lot of changes for the beta today. Now, I don't know how I can really test if the beta has anything new. I guess I can actually test it. Yeah, let me log on my rogue and go to my soul binds. If they are flipped, and if I can get the Naja's ability for the haze buff as the very first option on my, then I think we'll be good. Because they actually changed up the soul binds a bit. So I want to make sure we are in the new beta. And then we'll go to the patch notes and read through those and then see everything that's new, because I have not even looked at it myself. I was just like, oh shit, about to stream, you got updates, let's take a look at them on stream. Any covenant you can make for tanks? I think it depends on your spec, doesn't it? I think there are certain covenants that like certain specs that like certain covenant abilities. For the most part, I feel like you should find a covenant that you personally think you could use. I don't think it's going to make a massive difference of surviving and not surviving in a big hit based on your ability. I think they come in with nice little niceties. Like for a warrior, you have a root, you have a short stun, you have a banner that helps others than you, and then you have, what is it, the Necrolord Execute. That could be useful. All of them could be useful in different ways. So for just one spec, you have 4 useful options depending on what you do. One might be better a little bit in Mythic Pluses with the root. One might be better a little... Oh, I think we do have new stuff. Look, the icons on the screen. Hey, let me switch to Outlaw real quick. And now we got a guy passing around. Or maybe that one has always been there. I love the glaives in this one though. Look at them, dude. Look at the glaives. And also the metal things on the wings. On the tips of the wings. That looks good. Okay, so do we have new stuff? Yes, wait. Soothing Shade is your first ability? And Waste and Propriety? What? Wait, really? That is the top? Weird. Look, it's all flipped upside down. Wait, Dauntless Duelist is kind of like the best option. That is so weird. I guess it's there. I guess the changes are present, boys. The changes are present. Because look at that, they flipped it. So now your best ability is at the top. Now you get it first thing first. So you can get a Thrill of the Hunts, Thrill Seeker thing for your Nadia. You get this guy with a Mastery buff. And then you get this guy with a tanky thing. But then it's like some of his better bonuses. This one right here, Wasted Propriety. But with this one, you have to go with a finesse conduit. Interesting. So you can get 6% versa, or you can get a something bonus and a shield to 2,000 shield to all allies who aid you. Dude, this could be huge. Token of appreciation. Imagine if you have a 5-man group, 4 of you guys have token of appreciation, and you every time as a warrior you give your allies a bolstering shout or rallying cry, you give them some kind of a buff. Every time you give allies a buff, that's 2,000 absorbed for you. So imagine having 4 allies with this. 2,300 times 4 is about 10,000. Imagine having your not rallying cry, but the buff that buffs everyone's attack power. Imagine being able to use that as a prot warrior. You cry or you shout to give him a buff. 10k health. Every 10 seconds you can give yourself 10k shield. That shit's awesome if you end up going for like a Venti or Wombo combo for your tank. That shit could be really cool. But for your healer, that's constant shielding. Every 20 seconds, dude, your healer could just get massive shields forever. This is interesting. Okay, so the updates are new and they are here. Does flagellation finally work? Does my flagellation finally work, or is this rogue perma bugged? I want to know. Invalid target. Yeah, it still is bugged. It actually does not work. It says invalid target when targeting anything. Does not work for me on beasts, humans, training dummies, anything. It's still fucking bugged. Are you serious? Like, how did I get this thing to be bugged? I feel like the other rogue could actually kind of use it. My rogue can't. Flagellation just does not work. Come on, Blizzard. I was literally waiting for this update and it still does not work. Wait, why does the Draenei look so small? That's a Draenei, right? Because he looks tiny. Look. Next to him is a Xanda, and that's a Draenei. He looks like a child. That's a Chad, and that's bad. Chad and bad, dude. The duo. Alrighty, boys. Let's take a look at this. What are the updates for the beta? Let's take a look at all of them, boys. They sound like a demon all the time. By the way, ShadowPowerPC have had changes as well. Yes, they did. I'm going to be taking a look at that in a bit here. I'm just going to kind of come down and look at all the stuff that's new, because I haven't looked at none of it, boys. I just know that the soulbind thing got flipped, so you can get your best ability first when you lock your soulbind, which I think is a good change. Let's see if I can see anything new in the global strings. So there's maybe anything in customizations, auto spells, renown rewards. Just kind of take a look at anything that's new, if there's anything new at all. What just dropped in a new patch? We're taking a look at it right now. It looks like they maybe have redone the renown rewards a little. Looks like some things used to be level 1, now 0 and 9 and stuff. Looks like it's a lot of stuff with the renown. I'm just scrolling down. It looks like the numbers have changed there. Necrolord renown rewards removed. Experience table. So it looks like did they increase the experience we need? Total experience table. Did they? Wait, so did they increase basically the amount of experience we need by a hair, but then also increase the amount of experience we gain per mob we kill? Is that what's going on? Okay. Class and spell changes. This is a big one. Some class changes for Shadowlands beta build. This build includes tuning for soulbinds, conduit strengths of your class, as well as some class and covenant changes. Is it true that it can unlock new races easily? Yes, so you don't have. They took away a lot of the prerequisites necessary for it. What's up, Action Jackson? How you doing, my dude? Every covenant had many soulbind trades buffed. Every class had tuning for conduits and conduit ranks. See the correction for below more details. Demon Hunter, Chaos Theory, Legendary buffed. Sinful Brand, Covenant ability nerfed. Hunter, Serpent Stalker, Trickery, Legendary reworked. Aim Shot also now fires the Serpent Stinger primary target. Interesting. Serpent Stalker, Trickery. What was that prior? An inflate shot. Covenant ability nerfed. Priest tuning to some core abilities. Painbreaker, Psalm, Legendary changed. Rogue, Shadow Strike range is reduced to melee range. That's normal actually. Well, Covenant had changes. Really. Shaman Covenant ability chain hovers damage nerfed. About the Shaman Legendary, Echoes of the Great Sundering, Skybreaker Leech, and Lavaberg had tuning changes, probably nerfed. Alright, well, that's at least gives us a little bit of an idea. Achievements, we don't care. Azurite, we don't care. Conduits, okay. Kyrian, your damage and spells and abilities have a chance to decrease your target's move speed by 45. Chance of critical strike increased by 1% up to 8%. So point of courage, 8% crit seems better. Present accolades or receiving a healing above. When receiving a healing while above 7% health or healing ally that's above 7%, 4% of the healing is done repeated to the target over 5 seconds. Like a hot. That's pretty cool. Hemogenesis, damaging enemy grants you 3% haste up to 5. That's pretty cool because this falls off pretty quickly. So the more enemies you can hit and swap, the better. It looks like after the status for 5 seconds, sun's ready by 30. That's gonna be nuts at PvP. Just stand still, don't get CC ever. Beautiful War stacks up to 4 times for primary stat, so 4% agility. That's pretty good. If you fall below 50% health, this effect is lost. Okay, it's basically like one some debuff with a bit of a ramp to it, which I don't think it will be all that bad. I don't think it'll be good for prog though. Hold your ground. This effect persists for 6 seconds after moving, grants you 6 stamina, increased healing done. That'll be pretty good for PvP maybe, when you get stunned. Superior attack, excessively interrupting an enemy or dispelling an ally, increase your crit by 10%. So that's a nice buff. Nausea's benefits are well fed, increased by 20%, so that could be pretty good. Theater, the effects of combat potions last 100 to 200 longer. Okay, so imagine popping a potion that gives you like a minute of a buff. Now it'll give you like 100% extra duration, maybe 200. That'd be pretty good. Soothing has been buffed by a ton. That's a lot of mastery. Token appreciation gives you, well, we saw 2,000 heal or absorb, which is huge. Basically, foes got buffed where you stand target in front of you. When in front of your target, spells and abilities increase the damage inflict to you by 2% for 2 seconds. First strike, damage an enemy. Before the damage, you increase your critical strike chance by 25 for 5 seconds. That'd be good for sub rogues. Hold the line, standing still. You take 50% less physical damage until you move. Wow, that'd be pretty good for tanks. It'd be pretty good for 5 per second. So if you can move, stand, you'll just take 50% less physical damage. This seems too strong, maybe, but I don't know. Field of Blossoms, the Nightfire ability puts flowers at your feet, increasing your haze by 15 while you stand with them. That's cool. Pot Tender can only occur once every 10 minutes. It's a cheat death mechanic. Nagia's tools have been what looks like buffed with a paralytic poison. Targets with a paralytic poison take additional nature damage if interrupted once more. So this got buffed a lot more. And then herbs. It looks like it's about the same. Change from 3 to none, procs per minute. So does this have like can proc as many times as possible now? 3 procs per minute, so I guess it does now in your chances. So increase the target save by 5%. So is this more procs? National Choppers, you gain 3% haste for 10 seconds after defeating an enemy up to 15%. That's pretty cool. Gristle Toes, movement speed increased by 2% for every nearby enemy up to 15. When reaches below 20% health, you fear enemies for 4.5 seconds on the curve of 60. That's gonna be really cool. A fear when you get low, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. Hopefully it's nerf. Yeah, they did nerf Shadowlands. What's up, Nikolai? How you doing, my man? Heimer's Arsenal Gore Stompers. Damaging or healing a target below 35% health grants you 35% movement speed increase for 5 seconds after you start moving. Okay, so it's a movement speed. 80% crit strike. So this is pretty good. After landing 10 crits, you get 80% crit, which is huge. For Ferals, it seems like a no-brainer. May only occur once every minute. And Heimer's Arsenal Ravenous Pendant. Defeating an enemy restores 2% of maximum health after 6 seconds. Stacks up to 5. Is it after 6 seconds or over 6 seconds? 2%. Or is it defeat and then you wait. And then the Plague Devises Marilith. Volatile Solvent. Use the fleshcraft nearby constants consumes their essence completely, granting a benefit on the creature's type. So that seems the same. What's up, Mithrin? How you doing, my dude? So it seems that they overall buffed a lot of their baseline abilities from the soul buys, which I think is a good thing. They're buffing a lot of the ones that I think were looking kind of weak after, because notice how Kyrian haven't really been changed. Only 2 of them. So that looks like the one for the Kyrian Pelagos with a master buff. I think that's kind of what they're basing their buffs off of. Okay, we got it right. This is the damage we want to see and the effectiveness we want to see. Let's get everybody else up to speed. So it looks like they're doing flat buffs for everybody but Kyrian Pelagos. So it looks like Pelagos, they're using them as the poster child of kind of how strong we want these to be. Shadow got a red buff and a nerf. I haven't taken a close look at it, but I'll take a look in a bit. Also, a bunch of conduits got buffed, some nerfed. It looks like Blood DK conduit got nerfed for blood. Bond rune tap heals you in your party for 2% maximum health. That got nerfed pretty a lot. Debilitated Malady got nerfed. Meat shield looks like have gotten nerfed as well. So it looks like Blood DK has got nerfed in conduits within Plague. And maybe this is something they'll be doing, is nerfing certain conduits and buffing others in order to make specs less of like, oh, I really must have these business slots kind of deal. Heartstrike deals more damage, so make Heartstrike do more damage. But everything that's defensive, it looks like, makes them, or anything that was really, really good. I don't know if Wither and Plague was that good, but maybe it was not good, so they're buffing it and everything else are nerfing. Frost, Accelerate Cold, nerfed slightly. So, Empower Rune Weapon against less haste. Eradicated Blow, you get less damage for Frost Strike, so that's a nerf. Everfrost, buffed. No, nerfed. Yeah, overall, it is a... So it's a buff on the lower end, so you get more out of it with the lower level this thing is. But the higher level it is, the less value you get. So overall a nerf. And then Unleash Frenzy is also a nerf. So Frost DK and Conduits got slightly nerfed. Looks like Convocation of the Dead got nerfed pretty hard. Embrace of Death got buffed. No, nerfed. It's yeah, overall a nerf actually. Lingering Plague also... Is this better? They changed it. Scorch Strike extended duration. Now Virulent Plague duration is increased by 3 seconds, and the damage is increased by... Is this better? This actually is better. This is a better buff. Nice. That sounds good. General Brutal Grasp. Abomination Limb, 15% damage. Okay, that's a big nerf right there. I was thinking this will do a ton. It looks like these are some of the other ones. Non-spec specific stuff. Cool. Demon Hunters, Chaos Theory, Blade Dance has a 30% chance to grab your chaotic blades, increasing damage of chaos strike by 50%. Again, still very RNG. I don't know if Demon Hunters like that. I guess I had a lot of people be like, dude, what are you talking about? You're talking about Demon Hunter Legends actually sound good? It's all RNG, man. What? Makes sense though, because a lot of them are RNG. I mean, 30% chance for 50% more damage, at least a big payout, but damn, still. Dance of Flame is a buff, but it looks of it. Final Slash of Blade Dance deals additional 10% damage. I wonder if you'll be able to take this conduit and take off First Dance talent for them. It looks like Relentless Assault, Chaos Strike, 5% chance to take a second Chaos Strike, got slightly buffed. No, nerfed to the final rank. 0.5% nerf to the final rank. Serrated Glaive is throw Glaive. Man, you must take more damage from your eye beam. Nerfed to the final rank. Demon Muzzle seems nerfed. Wow. Sinful Brand got nerfed, dude. Almost half nerf. Is that exactly how kind of 50%? It's like a 40%, 30% maybe? Damn. That's nutty. That's a pretty hefty nerf. But then Sinful Brand was doing a lot of damage. But then again, look at the Demon Hunters. They're so all about... they're so much all about borrowed powers. Like they're designed original with borrowed powers. So having borrowed powers do more damage for them. This is a massive impact, I think. But maybe, hopefully not. Looks like a bunch of other stuff for them gotten. This is nerfed in the final rank. So it looks like Demon Hunter is mostly nerfed in the final rank. Reduce the cooldown Sinful Brand, that's gotten nerfed too. Repeat Decree looks like also nerfed. Okay, we can move on. Versus Wound. Oh, only 5% health decrease. That's a PvP nerf for Feral. Unforge. Tasteful Blood now does even less damage, but it was really too good. Okay. So our tactics dispels all harmful effects. Or removes them. Does the spell mean for magic, or does it still remove it? Because the spell might be only for magic then. It should be removed. Bummer. Bloodletting got nerfed. Is that survival? No, Beast Mastery. Right? BM? Barb Shot. Okay, nerfed. Versus Appetite. Buffed. Kill Command critical hits reduce the aspect of the wild by 10 seconds. What the fuck, Blizzard? Dude, bunch of buffs and nerfs, man. Serpent's Trickery. So this one was when aim shot hits multiple targets, trick shots affect 3 enemies struck by aim shot also get hit by a camera shot. Instead, now aim shot also fires surfacing at your primary target. Nerfed. I think this is a massive nerf. I feel like if anything, this is going to be a nice legendary just to maintain a dot, I guess, on the target. Maybe for every primary target. Damn, this is a nerf. Oh, nerfed. Yeah, marksman. This is like your go-to Lego. Damn. This got buffed. Brutal projectile. Your attacks have a chance to rapid fire to do more damage. They really want for you to make rapid fire better. Deadly chain nerfed. Bummer. Survival. Tell me it's buffs. Deadly tandem buffed. Yes. Flame infusion nerfed. Apparently that was really good. Mongoose bite nerfed. Wow. Okay. Blade shot does wow. More than a 50% nerf, is it? Because it'd be 125. This is a pretty big nerf. 10% chance to get a kill shot. Only 14 seconds. Damn, dude. Cast time from instant to attack speed. What? That makes no sense. Of course it's instant. What do you mean? And then some of the other stuff. Wow. Arcane mages nerfed. Nerfed a little bit until the final rank, so it didn't really change much really. Nerfed. Fire mages nerf. Buff. While combustion is active, fire blast grants you 10% increased fire damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. At least about feral from PvE. Nah, fam, they couldn't do that, dude. Actually, ferals are not looking that bad at level 60. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they are looking a little bit better. Master Flame nerfed. I heard that frost mages though buffed. Is this a buff? This probably is a, I don't know if it's a buff or a nerf. Yeah, ice bite. Damage from ice sense against frozen targets. More damage because we're not spamming enough ice senses really. Are they trying to ruin the class for all? Where's all the fun gone off to? So Woder, I even said into today's video, this morning's video, or afternoon if you're EU, I guess. They got to do something with the soul binds and conduits and the energy thing. Either nerf a lot of the conduits, so it's a lot less important of like making sure you need the right one, and buff the soul binds themselves, or and I think this is where they're really just going about nerfing a lot of the conduits to make them a lot less like, oh, I really need to switch it immediately, so it becomes a lot less important. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think they're trying to make it so in a way so people change the conduits a lot less, right? Power versus buff classes. Well, they are buffing this. Well, they're also playing in balancing the game around soul binds as well, right? You got 4 options, and Blizzard is like, yo, we really want you to stick to the ones we want you. They are gonna have to do a lot of tuning for soul binds when they decided that we want you to pick a covenant that you like the most, and we'll balance the other shit out. They have to do it. The conduits getting nerfed, I feel like is in some ways better. I guess it depends how you argue, but I would say it can be better. Okay, and how could it be better? You have less focus on needing the best in slot, the must have, the highest rank conduit, because the difference between them used to be what? So between 5% and 20% damage to a pyroblast. That's 15% difference. You went from a 4% to 9.6%. 50% difference. That's a massive fucking gap. You might as well, that might as well be like 100 item levels at that point. That's like 1,000 intellect. You just have a passive flask extra, but 1,000 extra intellect in Shadowlands with shrunken numbers, or something along those numbers, right? That's a lot of damage difference just from like a little glyph thingy. And this changes, so it's like what, a 4.6? Oh no, 5.6. Between 15 and 5.6. I think 5.6 is better. Because even if you don't do, like, imagine if this one is stuck to the last boss on Mythic, and you're like, shit, I am never gonna reach the numbers I can only get like what, the 15. That's still 5%. That's huge. But here it'll be like, wait, I have 6.7 in heroic, and if you do it on Mythic, you get 9.6. That's like a 2% difference. Yeah, in like a pure DPS race, I guess a Mythic rated guy, like, I'm probably not gonna do that well. But in a PvP, a 2% difference, I don't think it's gonna be that bad. So it's good, and you can argue, I think it could be argued 2 ways. if you want to argue on like, hey, I just don't want to fall super behind compared to the guys that are doing the mythic raids and stuff like that, when I just want to do my BGs and do my arenas and I don't want to just get blown up by a guy who just presses pyroblast and he's just for some reason does 20% more damage than mine, I think for that kind of person, this is a good change, you know? But again, you can argue it either way you want to, but the Frost Mage buffed that by a hell of a lot, 10% more here, but also even more in the starting ranks. Icy Propulsion looks like they have more cooldown reduction, so that's a buff, which is interesting that Frost Mage is getting buffed when they've been this good in beta. Blizzard damage increased by 8%. Movement reduction is increased by 10. Yo! Hey, you can shiver to the core and change the talent now. That's pretty cool. And that looks like a nerf overall, but it's a higher number at the lower end, a lower number at the higher end. So it's less of like it gives you a lot of its power up front rather than like a lot of it towards later. You back for the mustache with this protection once more. Now I witness perfection once more. I thought you said witness protection. And I was about to say witness protection. That's actually I actually have that as an effect setup called witness protection. How you doing, Ed? Hope you're having a good one. Unrelenting Cold. Frozen orb damage is increased by 15%, so it's an upgrade. It's a buff on the lower end, so if you're someone who just started playing the game, you'll get a lot more power early. But even if you don't want to do mythics or heroics, you won't lose out nearly as much. So again, it can be argued in both ways, I feel like. Mild Disenchanted Cane, Polymorph duration increased by 60%. Anima power. Okay, we're not going to worry about that. It looks like healing for mages. This one is interesting. While in Icebook, you can heal for 132% of your health. So I guess they're trying to make it so when you pop Ice Block, you don't have to sit on it for too long. You pop it, heal fast, come off it. The Rogue Discord was talking about that one earlier. I don't know how that's going to be. I don't know if this is a buff or not. This is some math right here. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No. There's some other conduits that are like defensive and stuff. Brewmaster. Looks like a buff for Celestial Effervescence. Yes, I actually got it right. I'll vote for November for the chain drop. Are we gonna get it for 17th? That'd be interesting. I would have to look at the date. Okay, 17th would be a... That would actually work out pretty well, Mordreth. That would make sense on the 16th anniversary. That's what I said before, but that's an interesting one. Yeah, maybe. Evasive Stride buffed, so it looks like Brewmaster is getting buffed in conduits. During shuffle, Heavy Stack has a 2.5% just to heal you, so that's huge instead of dealing damage. Scald and Brew, Kex Match deals additional 7.5 buff damage to targets affected by Breath of Fire. And Walk with the Ox. Abilities of Grand Shuffle reduce the cooldown of Invoke No Azal the Black Ox by 0.5 seconds. And your Azal Stomp deals additional 25% damage buffed. So Brewmaster is getting buffed. I mean, a portion of cooldown is the worst thing in the game since no portions at all. Wesley, I played it in raids and it really doesn't feel that bad, to be honest. I mean, that's just me. Again, pre-potting was cool and all, and we will get used to it. But I felt like the 5 minutes wasn't nearly like at first I was like, what? I'm never gonna financially recover from this. But actually, financially it's better. I buy less potions and use a lot less of them. But also, I feel like it just doesn't make that much of a difference, Wesley. At least in the dungeons and raids that I've done. Like Nazad, I'm still pre-potting. Actually, I'm pre-potting 3 times. I think nerf is a bit in pre-patch. Really? Yeah, they did nerf the cleanse, didn't they, on the UA? That was pretty hard to play with though against, dude. I mean, 30% of your health just as soon as you cleanse. Say, that was pretty nutty. By the way, I gotta show you the outline, the damager, dude. It's fucking nutty. I literally pressed one button now. What? Scald and Brew, that got buffed. Walk with the Ox got buffed. Mistweavers buffed. What looks like here. Jade Bond. Abilities to activate Gustum and reduce the cooldown of your Celestial, I think, by 6.3 buffed. Nourish and Chi buffed. Electric Current increases the healing over time by additional %, and affects lingers for additional seconds. That's a buff. That's a buff. Gust Miss has the 0% to do 50% more healing to 120% more healing. What is even Gust? Is that just your master, right? I think it's like when you hit an ally with a spell, yeah, it hits him again. So basically you hit somebody with a hit, it just master heals them for extra, doesn't it? I found something weird and I don't have to do more BFA dungeon event anymore. We don't have to do BFA dungeon event anymore. What do you mean? On the first day of pre-patch, there was a bug that shows 14 November and shows a cell expansion. I don't think. I think it could have been just a bug that's just left over from like beta stuff. I wouldn't believe it all of the bat, Ronald, but potentially, man. I think it would be a Tuesday though. Makes a huge difference in PvP and RBGs. You think so? In PvP and RBGs, well, first of all, in arenas you can't even use potions. BGs, potions kind of work. I talk about healing potions because I don't really try to use healing potions in random BGs. Sometimes I do, but I try not to. I try to see if I can survive without them. I'm excited for BM changes. A little look at remain sellers for BM as in Brewmaster or Beastmaster Mordeth. The 14th Saturday. I don't think they're gonna do it on Saturday. Usually do it on a Tuesday, Monday, worldwide release kind of deal. Rise and Mist Revival is also buffed. Okay, so monks are buffed overall. Windwalker buffed in calculated strike, spin and crane kick bonus for striking multiple unique targets. So basically that buff you get from the spin and crane from kicking, punching, tiger palming, black hat kicking, rising sun kicking. You can put debuffs on enemies. The more this up, the more damage the spin and crane bonus will be. So that's a good buff. Coordinate offensive. Surrender's damage bonus or Stormwrath and Fire when they fix it and same target deal more damage. So a buff for Windwalker. Inner Fury, if it's a Fury does more damage, that's a good buff. I like that. Zwen's Bond. Abilities to activate combo strikes, reduce the cooldown of Zwen, the target by 0.1 second. And Zwen's damage is increased by even more. I like this. It's a small update for overall. Bone Marrow Hops. So you... Bone does brew, shadow damage is increased by 40%. Gonna be buffed if you go for the conduit. That's interesting. And I think it's mostly buffs for everywhere. Even the Fallen Order Monks buff. They do more damage and healing. That's even got buffed. Monks are getting buffs across the board. I'm okay with that because they've been the most mistreated class in the fucking beta. Divine Favor, your next Hollow Light Flashlight is increased by 100 to next heal. And cast 60% faster. As unable to be interrupted but cost mana. Okay, that's enough. That's fair enough. Every 5 Shield of Righteous makes your Water Glory free. So they changed that quite a bit for prod. Okay, that's it. Paladins haven't been touched. We've been reading so many conduit things and Paladins haven't even been touched. Interesting. Windwalker gonna be good again. I think it's really not terrible now. It can definitely do a lot of damage at PvP and pre-patch, but on the level 60 beta, it was a little bit rough. So whatever buffs they give them, mostly for PvE. There's really portion specific for PvP. Well, you won't be able to use them in arenas, and I don't think you can use them in rated content. And there is like Saltwater Potion, Third Wind Potion, which I wasn't talking about those. I was actually talking about the raid potions. I don't use those kind of potions that often. Although I noticed a lot more people using BGs. I feel like I haven't tried it in BGs, but then again, I usually play without potions in my BGs. Hey man, what's up? Poor Chai, my man. Windwalker needed a buff? I don't think so. Really? Dude, I feel like Windwalker has been shafted so hard in Shadowlands, especially at level 60, that it needed some kind of a buff. I was so happy with the legendaries getting buffed last week or the week before that. I was actually super excited because they needed it. They were actually healing the boss. Like they were doing like less damage than like fucking Volpera Racial. Like a legendary for pants to do big AoE explosion in your monk. It's literally an explosion in your pants as a monk, and it just was doing nothing. They needed it. I enjoyed Walker BFA. We had a record housing. Again, like they just need buffs. That's all they need. Just make him hit a little harder. You know, like they don't bring anything extra. Please make them hit a little harder, Blizzard. And it looks like they're doing it with conduits at least. They needed it, dude, because their damage has been a little bit on lower end, in my opinion. You could definitely play them well, but I don't agree what Blizzard was doing with them. But that's just me, man. Hi, Dal. These changes are so weird. Lots of conduit changes that are nerfed, which I think they're trying to make certain conduits less of like, oh, I need it, and like higher end content. So they're really trying to, first of all, shrink the gap between them in terms of how much of a difference there is between 5% and 20% Pyroblast damage. Now it's like, oh, 4 and 9.6. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because I think it's good for people that casual or get into like very base content like heroics. But I also think it's also good in terms of I'll read the message in a second just because I'm losing my train of thought real quick. I feel like it's going to be good overall for the farming of those conduits and always having to swap them around. Like they're going to need to do something there. They need to give more freedom to swap conduits around because they're going to be this impactful, or nerf the shit ton of them and buff the ones that are really bad in order to make you need to less swap, I guess, if that makes any sense. Main changes are incremental number changes. I have no idea what they mean for play. It depends on the spec basis though. They made all 3 Biz Potency conduits for disc better. I'll look at it in a sec. So disc base, you guys got nerfed to mines here by a hair. Exaltation is buffed. Spirit Shell And Rapture, Spirit Shells and Rapture duration increased, and Spirit Shell absorption is increased by. So that's a slight buff, yeah. I don't know if you actually ran this one, but maybe you did. Pain transformation buffed. Shining Radiance also got buffed. Power word healing, Radiance healing is increased. Swift Penance. I feel like this one isn't gonna be super impactful because most of your healing is gonna come from Atonement anyway. Pain Sup, I don't know how many people would have ran it. Because again, you had a whole trade in BFA and nobody really ran it. Swift Penance, Penitence. Damage and healing of your first bolt of penance is increased by 30%. First bolt, again, I don't think that's super impactful. Exaltation, Shine, Radiance, all use 100% of the time. Okay, so that's a slight buff for a specific cooldown ability, which I think is a pretty good one. Shining Radiance, again, you're mostly atonement healing anyway. I don't think it's going to be like, oh my god, look at us heal. You know, I don't think you guys are going to become like chain, like spamming your powered radiance and having to heal like a chain heal or anything like that. You know, again, like if you put in perspective, what is the biggest heal for, again, disagree with me, Cosmic. Let me know I'm wrong. But it's atonement. Yes, this is a nice bolster to what you already do. But I don't think it's going to make priests like, it's a buff for these conduits, but I don't think it's going to make priests like shoot up. In 5 man, Shining Radiance is Abyss, Abyss. Yeah, but then again, Atonement, a lot of it, like, you're going to have to show me details where Power Radiance was above like your best heal. Again, it's like if there were to be a buff in Atonement, I would be like, yo, that's a massive buff. But this is a specific ability heal buff, which I think is going to be, your name is buff. And they're buffing your ability. It's gonna fucking drive me up a fucking wall. You know that. Have a good stream. What's up, lad? How you doing, my man? Gal, can you go Glad next season? I bet your ass I will. Or I'll try. Maybe. I guess it depends if I have people to play with. If Tasty wants to play with me, I'll be down. Glad and beyond, dude. Holy Miracle Worker. 25 charges and 25 reduced cooldown? What? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. 25 charges. Hold on. Hold on. No. I need to see this. Share a clip of a prideful mob. Radiance does the work on that. With healing a prideful mob. What do you mean healing a prideful mob? That has to be a typo. 25 charges, dude. Imagine just like, ah. Yo, I need to see if it works. Amordreth, I need to see if it's real. Because this will be hilarious. I think it'll be great for a fucking video. It's like, kill me. 1, 2. I have 20 more, bitch. 3, 4. Count with me. Let's play some Sesame Street in here. 1, 2, 3, And then you just fear them the fuck out of there? Hold on, Holy Priest. Hold on, I gotta see if this is real. I gotta see if this is real. Okay, I need to check it if it's real. Okay, how the fuck do I guess I go to Ring of Fates and I go to Orgrimmar and enable war mode. That's like the fastest way. Dal's scaring me. Dude, 25 stacks of this fucking heal. It's actually real. Hold on, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. I know this is most likely a mistype by Blizzard, but it's still hilarious. This is still super fucking funny. Imagine if this made it on the pre-patch. Thank God they separated the beta and the pre-patch apart. You know what I mean? Okay, it might not work though. We will try to see if it actually gives you 25 stacks. And then we'll go back to some of the other stuff. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought that'd be my feathers. I think it's portal is here. Yo, this is gonna be funny if it works. If this actually works, it could be just it could be again, it could be there's just a typo, but the actual talent does work properly. But if this is not a typo, or maybe that's like if a typo that's actually changing the ability, that'd be funny. But this could be just be a typo that says 25 charges, but actually it's like 2. But it's added a 25 by accident. Let's see this. Never ever change a holy disc, please try chat a little. Well, yeah. I mean, if this for some reason stays, you have to play holy, dude. We all reroll priest, dude. Imagine if you could bring that into into a raid. No one's ever gonna die. You have emergency heals all day. That'd be hilarious. Hold on, I really do want to see if this actually works. If this actually gives me 25 charges, this would be the funniest shit ever. Okay, so war mode on. No, it still says 2. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Can you see it here? It has 2 charges. So it is a typo, but it's not the typo that's broken. It's a typo that's like, it does work properly. 1, 2. Yeah, it doesn't let me use more. It does not let me use more. You can see right here. It does not let me use more. Yeah. So it's a typo. It says 25, but it says 2. It really says 2. Like, it functionally it only gives you 2. But yeah, this was funny either way. I wanted to check. That would have been hilarious though. 25 charges. All right, now we can go back. Now we can go back to the release. I'm down for some 3 years ago for expert release. Hell yeah, dude. Focus mending. Looks like Holy Priests have gotten buffed. Spells reduce the cooldown of Holy Words, reducing by 6% more. And this rank can go up to 19, so that's a buff. Blast of Spirit, Guardian Spirit duration is increased by 2 seconds and increases healing received by additional 13, so buff for that as well. And Resonant Words, casting a Holy Word spell increases the healing of an X Holy or Flash Shield by... So that's a buff. Yeah, so this got buffed overall. So this Shadow Priest, however, have gotten nerfed a little. Devouring Plague initial hit deals a little less damage. Your Mastery during Void form, I guess they combine them together with spelling. Mind Flight does a little less damage. Shadow Priest Mind Blast does a bit more damage. Special Spirits does little less damage, but gives you more sanity for more DPs. This ability costs a little less sanity. And Legendary for this one gives you more sanity and consumes more dots. Okay. Shadow Priests have gotten buffed on Dissonant Echoes, which gives them a chance for... Void Bolt does more damage, and while not in Void form, dealing damage with Mind Flay has a chance to allow you to cast Void Bolt. While in Void form, Void Bolt has a chance to reset the cooldown of Void Bolt. So more Void Bolts. You can Void Bolt while you Void Bolt. Hunted Apparitions got buffed. Shadow Apparitions deal more damage, which I think that's why they're nerfing Shadow right now, because at level 60 they'll be buffed with Conduits. Mind Devourer, Mind Blast deals more damage. That's going to be buffed. 10% chance to make it next Devouring Play, cost no sanity. That's cool. And then even your pet damage got buffed with this Conduit. There is one rank that's very similar to one another. What the fuck? 38? 31? Why does it go down like that? That's a little weird. I don't think it should be going down like that. But 41, 43, okay. Mind Blast now generates a little more sanity. And also does more damage slightly. Psychic Skim has 20% more damage before breaking. Okay, that's a new rank 2 version of it. Benevolent Fairy Fermata. Fey Guardian leaves behind 60% effective coffee. So it looks like the Fays have gotten bugged by a little bit because it lasts a little longer. I heard they like Void Bolt. Yeah. The nerf Soul Ignited to the point of essentially useless sweet. Soul Ignited the Trinket? Good. I haven't even seen the Trinket nerfs. I will be okay if they nerfed a lot of those Trinkets because I think Trinkets should do some, but not a lot. Maybe like Stat Trinket should be better if anything. Cast a Power Word Shield on... Is this Holy? Or... I guess this is anybody, right? Power Word Shield does more healing? God. Alright, we'll skip a lot of these other ones. Rogues. Lethal Poison's got nerfed. Whoa. Instant damage over Lethal Poison is Giga nerfed. What? Giga nerf on Maim and Mangle for Assassination? Really? Poison Qatar got nerfed too. No longer has a 5% increased critical strike chance. No longer has a... Oh my god. That's actually... a percent chance might be better actually than application chance because that's more common points. That might be okay. Weapon Steel. Shiv increases your nature damage zone against the target by additional 10%. Okay, that's a... I think it's a better buff. I think this is better. I think this is the only one that's kind of a buff. Ambidextrous. Main Gouge has additional chance to strike while Blade Filler is active. They nerfed it. Mastery is gone, boys. Only 7% chance. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of okay with this one. Mastery was looking like an Outla's best stat. Only because of a Conduit. And now that they nerfed this to the fucking ground. Wait, on my Rogue, how much Master does it give me? Because I do have a stronger version of that Conduit. I'm okay with that. I don't care for Master or for Outlaw. Crit Versatility felt like a better stat. Master, I feel like just needs a rework. But make it as... Okay, so take a look at it. All right, Theater. 4.2. So when I press Blade Flurry, I go from like 30% Mastery. Not worth. Never worth pressing again. Not worth. Not even worth a conduit anymore. I'm okay with that. It was interesting, but imagine having to use Blade Flurry in single target. Back in the day, you used to because it gave you auto attack speed increase, right? Not anymore. I'm kind of okay with this. Nerf Assassin, I don't know why they did that. Count the odds have gotten buffed. Dispatch has a 50% chance to give you a buff you don't have. I'm okay with it. Sleight of hand, reroll the bones has a higher chance to increase of granting additional matches. Wait, so roll the bones has a higher chance to grant more buffs? Hell fucking yes, dude. 12% increased chance of getting more buffs. Wait, so it's right now you have like a 1.5% chance to get a 5 buff, 20% chance to get a 2 buff, and like the rest of it, like what is it, 70 some to get a 1 buff. So now it changes the dial in the other direction. This is huge. Sleight of hand is massive. And then Sinister Strike has a 9% chance to strike again with both weapons. This one was kind of bugged and over-tuned. It'll still be really good. I'm okay with this change for Outlaw. I'm okay with it. Assassin needed a buff and then nerfed it. I think they're going to end up tuning other stuff for Assassination crits. But also Assassin generally scales better with gear, so it might just be one of the specs that scales way later. Boomkin to Space People. Did Boomkins get bugged, by the way, Mithrun? I didn't see anything with Boomy at all. See what Sub got. So Sub no longer has Shadow Strike that can do range damage. So it was a bug where you could literally Shadow Strike from distance. It was bugged. It was doing weird things. I've gotten my Hunter and Warlock Priest to 50 and already got my Warrior Rogue Demon Hunter to 50. Now I'm working on Mage. Hell yeah, Blaine. Hope you... How you liking the questing, man? I heard it's really fucking good. I've been doing a little bit on the side. Conduit changes for Sub-Rogues. Deeper Daggers looks like have gotten nerfed. Oh. Eviscerate and Black Powder increases shadow damage by 8% for 8 seconds. Wow, that's a pretty big nerf. Black Powder was a lot of shadow damage. Or at least defined weakness aspect was a lot. So this is a pretty big nerf. What's up, Wrench? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Perforated Veins, Shadow Strike increases the damage of an X backstab by 18%. 6 times. Wait, so this... Wait, is this actually more damage? So it's 18. So it went from 30 times 3. So you could do... Dude, quick calculator. Quick maths. Real quick. Just so we can do it on stream right here, right? So it used to be 30% increase. Stacking up to 3 times. 90, right? Hold on. Is this better? Now we can do 18%. Wait, that's not 18. 18 times 6. This is actually more damage. This is actually more damage. This is a buff. This is a buff. Just a baseline version is a buff. And it can stack even higher. I like this because backstab just wasn't worth pressing even with this ability. And now it might be. This might be really cool with a Gloomblade setup. And then Plan Execution increases your crit chance by less. Okay. Echo Nuperman does less damage. Awards to calm points. Ooh, the nerf. Flagellation got buffed. And after 20 seconds, the target is misoriented for 20 seconds, receive additional lash per calm point spend. So only 20-second debuff. Okay, but it does more damage. I really need a flagellation that works to see the damage. And we'll do maximum 15% haste instead of 20. Okay. Sepsis. Affect the target with... instead of... It doesn't vanish you anymore. You gain 1 use of any stealth ability for 5 seconds. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's a good change. Yo, you could cheap shot. You could shadow strike. You could ambush. You can garrote. That's cool change. Cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds. Sepsis does not last its full duration. So awards 1 calm point. This is interesting. I like this. I like the change to Sepsis. Cherry Bone Spike has 30% shield damage. That's the conduit. So Lashing Scars will add 2 additional times, and the damage is 50% more damage. This actually might make this ability, the Flagellation, strong. Except I can't fucking use the Blizzard. Wait, Blizzard. Okay, it's still broken. Oh wait, am I getting haste? Wait, I'm actually getting haste though. I'm getting haste. Blizzard, this ability is broken. Flagellation is actually broken. Blizzard, this ability broke. Please tell me I can actually use it properly though. Nope, it's broken. Flagellation is broken. I cannot actually use it properly, but I can give myself immediate 50. I can basically maintain 50% haste buff. Doing good. Just hell exhausted from work, man. Take it easy, dude. I know it's late for you. If you want to pop in early, dude, pop in bed. Don't worry about it, man. Honestly, you have a fun level in alts and doing PvP. Shame you get to level 15 and you get slapped bobbed by everyone else. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Gear kind of matters now. Dude, the buff flagellation by ton. Look at that. This could be actually really strong now. I'm excited. I like the shock. By the way, I really like the change with sepsis. I think this is an awesome change. The fact that it made you vanish in world questing was so annoying. It was really cool for PvP, but so annoying. But instead, it gives you one ability that you can use out of stealth. Or normally would use in stealth, out of stealth. So you can go rote, you can cheap shot in PvP, you could shadow strike, you could sap. This could be really cool. Imagine sapping without need for a dance. That would be fucking dope. Blind, sepsis, sap, I like this. And they're making it do even more damage. Dots, even stronger with a conduit. And it can really rank up. Fracture, more damage, 30% chance to deal second time. That's a good change because they nerfed this ability to the ground. I don't want it to come back to be next gushing wound, but this is a good change. I might just need to make another rogue with flagellation, boys, because mine just does not work. Control lava. Whoa, what a nerf. Elementary control lava. Flame shock. Damage is increased by 30 instead of lava burst. Your flame shock over time has a 10% chance to set the cooldown of lava burst. What a nerf. Wow. Does this still remove the whole wait, this is available for all specs, isn't it? Elemental enhancement, flame shock, and damage decreased by 25%. No, it's only for the other one. So does this still remove the whole like you cannot insta cast this anymore? Lava burst. Do you think I'll be doing the item scripts more in the future? I don't know. I think they did a pretty good one so far. Were shamans already weaker? No. In pre-patch they were really strong. I would ask Tickle, dude. In AoE they also did a lot of damn in PvE. No, this is I think an interesting change. I think they just want to not make shamans just like one-shot people with a lava burst. Would you want to be a one-shot with a one lava burst? Don't put flame shock on things. You get the random stacks and just like lava burst. That's it. That's all they do. Is just one ability and you're dead. I don't think we want it. Maybe tell Tickle with the QQs, 2 Qs in there. Got items above 500 out of level before they're squished, but make it XP to together high again. Yeah, I'm okay with it. Cast on Nathri trinkets tuning for October 21st. Experience gain changes in Shadowlands. We'll take a look at those in a second. Echoes of Sundering, you nerfed because that was doing a lot of damage, so I'm kind of okay with that getting nerfed. Legendary. Skybreaker's Demise or Flame Shock has a 50% increased growth chance. Wasn't played at all, so that's a good buff, I think. Windspeaker's Lava Resurgence nerfed slightly. Call of Flame. Fire Elemental lasts 35% longer. That's cool. High Voltage. Lightning Bolt has a 25% chance, so they nerfed it to Grand Jumble Maelstrom. Pyroclastic Shock. Earth Shock has a 50% chance to extend the duration of your Flame Shock on an enemy by 12 seconds. Yo, that could be almost constant Flame Shock. That could be really good for Ellie, maybe. Shake the Foundation. Casting Earthquake has a 10% chance to use the cast a random chain lightning at a random enemy in the earthquake, and the damage is or the chance is reduced. Specialist in Wind Fury. Imbue your main hand weapon with the element of 1 hour. Each attack has a 20% chance to trigger 2 extra attacks, dealing the bot Wind Fury. Okay. Doom wins. I saw Tickle post about this. Doom drop in Wind Fury totem grants you 100% chance to gain Wind Fury for 8 seconds and increase Wind Fury weapon damage by 10% for 12 seconds. Dude, okay. Why is everything shaking? You guys see this? Everything is literally shaking. Is it the earthquake that's doing it? I think it says earthquake is causing things to shake. Hold on. We gotta test this out with Shaman. We have to. Double Wind Fury. We're gonna put Wind Fury on each weapon, drop it down. Bah, bah, bah. I can one shot with Lava Burst at the moment. Tasty, what do you think about that nerf that happened to the honor talent? I said to the chat, I think it's a good thing because I don't think people want to be one shot by shamans. I don't think it's gonna make shamans all of a sudden bad. It's just okay, so they can't one shot anymore. Big whoop. I think I don't think we should be excited to be one shot by anybody. You know what I mean? Is Pally gonna get nerfed? Pally didn't get any changes really. Protection Paladin got very minor change, very minor in terms of how some abilities interact. One ability really, but besides that, nothing really. So let me fly to the Sanctum so I can try this out because this could be really good. Legacy of the Frost Witch. Consuming 5 stacks of Maelstrom will reset the cooldown of Storm Strike, causing next Storm Strike to deal less damage. So this was the legendary that I ran, and that was really, really strong. Look at the massacre, my boy, Deeper Daggers. Yo, Sword of Cain, man. I am perfectly okay with some of the rogue changes we've gotten. We got Conduits buffed, the abilities themselves for everybody but Necrolord. I'm okay with it. But yeah, I think we're gonna be fine in Sword. I was surprised about the Assassination Rogue nerfs though. I wonder if we'll get a buff overall. One-shotting in general is a bad thing, and I would say good burst is okay, but it's not like the same as MM one-shotting people in the opener. Yeah. But I think it's going to be less one-shotted because a lot of them were using that legendary for the big one-shot, weren't they? If I get nerfed, slight adjustment nerfs to the conduits, but overall not really. Fire Mages can't one-shot anymore, not its eyes doing it. If people can be one-shot in PvP, what do Fire Mages do? Fire Mages still get big damage. Combustions are huge. Even right now after all the nerfs with mastery stuff. Primal Lava Actuators. Each time your Flame Shock deals periodic damage, increase the damage of your Lava Lash by 12%. This needed to be buffed. I wasn't using this a lot. And Witch Doctor's Wolf Bones increases the chance to gain Maelstrom from Maelstrom up by 3% whenever you gain a stack of Maelstrom. There's a cooldown of Wolves. Enhancement. We got a nerf. Maelstrom weapon increases the damage and healing next spell by additional 1%. Wow. Nerfed. Magma Fist. Lava Lash has an additional 50% crit chance against the enemies inflicted by Flame Shock. Nerfed as well. Oh, you could go to 50% crit? That's kind of nutty. Are we there yet? Nope. Early wins. Windfear has a 20% chance to trigger a third attack. Imagine this together. Imagine that together with Doomwind's Lego, dude. With the Windfear weapon buff. We're going to test it out. Hopefully I have another one-hander. Shit, I don't. Wait, when I go enhance, I could probably get one, right? Yeah, I can just equip this. It's not going to have agility, but whatever. I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I really want to test this. Legendary changes for Resto. Earth Shield does a little more less healing. If your Earth Shield target is below 75% health, your healing is 120. So it starts a little earlier, but not as beefy. I think it's okay. And Chain Walker's Title Totem. After his mana totem, cast time of healing wave and chain heals reduced by 50%. Mana cost of this ability is reduced by 25. Okay. Because you're getting mana anyway. I guess it was maybe too lucrative. 2 giga. Wait, I don't even have the right Lego, do I? I don't even have the enhancement Lego. God damn it, dude. I'm so tired of having to fly back and forth with the Ouroboros and all that garbage. Fuck it, we're gonna go back to Ouroboros. Because I do want to test the Lego. Chain Harvest got a damage nerf, but the healing I think stayed. And Chain Devastation Legendary. Chain Lightning is instant cast that does 50% more damage. Chain Heal Chain Heal makes a Chain Lightning instant cast to do 50% more damage. Cast and Chain Lightning makes a Chain Heal instant and consume no mana. Whoa! Yo, wait! Chains of Devastation seems really fucking good. More damage with Chain Lightning and no mana on Chain Heal. What the fuck? That seems insane. I want to try it in a dungeon now. Just 2 abilities. Can I maintain my party with these 2 abilities? You'll use one and the next and just instant cast the whole time. Ha! I want to try if that works. Dude, that sounds fun as fuck. Okay, hold on. Where's the Enclave? Okay. I'm trying to see if I can get a legendary and a weapon. I'm gonna go for weapons first. They have trinkets. I just need some agility trinkets, okay? I think there's one here. That's just a proc. And let's just give it a crit. What's that? Acid one. Here we go. Bottle Chimera thing. Gives a normal crit, actually. This used to give a crit. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, that'll work. Going wrong way the whole time. Yeah, all the Covenant sets in your characters, so I'd like to see them in a sec. I do. You can unlock them really easily just by becoming part of that Covenant. You can choose between Feral and Pally for PvP. Both seem good, but the way that Pally has been playing, I thought they were going to get nerfed. It doesn't look like they're going to be nerfing them now, in the moment. If that makes any sense. Let's just go with these 2 hammers, dude. I just want some kind of a hammer for enhancement. Fuck, I don't have my macro, so I'm gonna kind of suck, dude. I don't even want to make like a... I guess I should make a full enhancement setup here, yeah? Might as well. Alright. We'll go back to some of the updates really quick, boys. Really quick. I just want to test this out, okay? Get that. And we're gonna Wind Fury on that. I'll put Wind Fury here. Wait, does Elizabeth Wind Fury? Oh, can you not Wind Fury things anymore like that? Hold on, Wind Fury, swap. Alright, Elizabeth Wind Fury, you can't double Wind Fury anymore. Yo, they fixed it. They fixed it. It's fixed, boys. It's fixed. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we can at least set ourselves up either way, man. We can set ourselves up, dudes. We can do it. So what I'm trying to do is not draw blank, and I'm doing a really bad job of it. But also what I'm trying to do is fuck. Yo, Revenge, my man, thank you for remember. I don't know if can we get a hashtag XL Revenge in chat, boys? Can we get a hashtag is XL Revenge in chat, or is it XI Revenge? It is XI Revenge. My man, thank you so much for the remembership, dude. Appreciate you for remembering me and remembering yourself. Back into the membership, dude. Appreciate you, my guy. Really, really do. I don't know why it's not popping up. Hopefully it will in a second or two. Or maybe have me and you always had this issue where it doesn't pop up? We might have. But thank you so much, dude. Hashtag XI Revenge, boys, for the beautiful membership. Appreciate you so much, guy. Thank you for continued support, dude, because you've been there from like fucking day one of, I think, of the streaming career, the streaming side of things. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Really, really do. Yes, that's the one we're gonna make this for the haste crit. I don't know if that's good for arrested. We're gonna try doing a dungeon with that, dude. Just chain, heal, chain lightning, chain, heal, chain lightning. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be very interesting. Doom wins. Okay, we'll see how good Doom wins is gonna be. All right, cool. Doom wins. We have the wins. Okay, we're gonna give them Doom farts, dude. That broke me. Dalaran don't remember me. What do you mean I don't remember you? Mithrin? You? Who are you? I'm joking. I really do have a really bad memory though. I just realized I was live. Yo, what's up, JB? It is not live. It's actually a pre-recording. I was just using the very interesting, very accurate Google Analytics to know that you were actually going to be popping into this pre-recording live stream. This has been all pre-recorded. Trust me. But the thing is, whatever you think about what I say about next, I would have already known about it by now. What? It's still giving me 1.5 mastery in the tooltip, only 3 orbs spawn, each orb extended by 9 seconds. So it's bugged? It says 230 master, I'm getting 350. Okay, so they might have nerfed it by a bit, but it still gives more than the tooltip suggests. Alrighty. Some of the other things we can do with... And I think that's just defensive stuff, right? ONYXIA, you Vesper Totem, nerfed. Fatal Susan buffed. Oh, Malefic Rupture nerfed? Okay, we'll go back to the... take a look. 50 soul shards. Yo, Tyrant Endurance, 50 soul shards. What? That's a lot of soul shards. Hi, Dalaran, what do you prefer, elemental or the melee one? I like the melee one. How you doing, the one and only? Mordoreth enhancement, dude. I love me some enhance. What do you think about soul binding, path and changes? I think these are good. Getting your best ability, or I thought the best one for the theater was just the versatility, but I guess the master is also really good. Getting the best one or the best one, I think it's a better change than having to wait 3 months. So, because we're going to be grinding this stuff for a while. I'm a bot. I'm here to support a facade that is live. Exactly. Most of these people in the chat are bots, though, to make you feel like this is a live stream. They have a script. They're running a script. I'm a scripter, man. Rolling Agony. Duration of Agony is increased by... buffed a little bit. The primary one didn't get buffed, but it's buffed by very, very little. Malefic Rapture damage nerfed. Legendary, increasing next Demon Bolt by 8%, stack it up 4 times. So that's a pretty big nerf for Demon Bolt. I don't know why they needed it. Implosion grants 1% haste for 8 seconds for each imp exploded. When the damage at least 3 targets, instead gain 5% per imp. Wait, so they made Implosion potential work in single target as well as an AoE. More value for AoE, better but it's still usable on single target. I like it. Interesting choice based on how many imps you explode. This could be good. This could be really good. Born of Blood. Hanacle Dawn has a... Is this a higher chance? This is a higher chance to generate charged demonic core. Okay. Nerfed the Carnivorous Stalkers. Dread Stalkers attacks have a 3% chance to trigger additional Dread Bite. That got nerfed. Remember we were having fun with this in chat? When do you think the game will release? Thinking maybe the anniversary, maybe on November. Probably the anniversary. The Murder Flayed Shot for Marks and God of the Air with Lego. I saw, Alex. I need to try it. I'll probably make a video, an update on the Hunter stuff. The nerf seems a lot like pretty hefty, honestly. Okay, so we got the enhancement. So this is what I wanted to try is enhance with the Doom Winds Lego. Because this makes you do drop it when fewer term, grants you 100% chance to get a win fewer weapon, and increase the win fewer weapon damage by 100% for 12 seconds. We also need a conduits. We also need the soul binds for enhance. We need enhancement soul binds. Oh, they're down here now. Interesting. These are all for elementals. So we need to get some enhancement ones. And we're gonna drop in a bunch of enhancement things, okay? I just want to try the Doom Wind, see how strong that's gonna be. Enhance. Oh, these actually have icons now. Well, la-di-da. Okay, Unruly Winds is one I really needed. Let me add up. Yeah, I wonder what they're thinking with Marksman. I mean, I doubt Marksman will be a terrible spec, but it felt like... So what I think the problem with Marksman is certain Legos and very certain abilities were making Marksman really strong. So I feel like maybe they're gonna nerf the some of their abilities and then buff Marksman in general. At least that's my hopes for it. Okay, it's gonna take me a second here, boys. Let me plug these in and then we'll go and take a look at some of the other updates real quick. We haven't taken a look at Warriors. When Shadowlands released, we have no idea. Hunter sucks. Low-key, that's coming from me. Damn. Well, I'm hoping they'll make some changes, dude. We need a Unruly Winds. And we need... I guess it doesn't really matter. This still has a mistype, right? This is a bit of a typo. But chill to the core. Okay, and I think this one needs still a bit of a... It still has a typo. It's supposed to be 2% instead of 21%. Let's say it's supposed to be 21%, which I guess it could be. All right, big Wind Fury. It will no longer let us do that Wind Fury shuffle. It'll let us do a Flame Tongue shuffle, but it won't let us do the Wind Fury shuffle anymore, which is interesting. Yeah, it keeps Flame Tongues, but not Wind Fury. All right, so I want to see how much damage that will do now. So we need the Elysian ability, the Totem. Let's see how much damage we do to a Valiant of Humility here. Yo, we're pumping. What the fuck? 7k? Yo. Woo! Goddamn. And it lasts for a while too. Look at that, dude. Oh my god. It lasted for quite a bit. Holy shit. Wind Fury, dude. Yo, did you guys see that? Oh my god. I was doing without all my other buffs. I didn't have the wolves or nothing. That was nutty. Holy shit. Well, there it is. Well, there it is, dude. And now the damage is a massive drop off. Wow, I think... Enhancement. How good is this in AoE though? Okay, so I have Doom Winds coming up very, very soon. And I'm going to try it again. I'm going to just drop it down and see how much damage everything really does. We'll see, dude. We'll see. I want to see this. I want to see this. I really wonder how much better this is going to be with Ascendance too. Because Ascendance is just like extra damage. I think it's all nature damage. Storm Strikes and Auto Attacks bypass armor. That's going to be even nuttier. Because like my damage massive drop off after the big Wind Fury. Okay. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing this. Try to maintain Wind Fury as best as we can. Look at that, dude. It just does so much damage. Why? For PvP, this would be some burst for Shaman, that's for sure. But this seems a little busted. Look. Oh my god. That's literally Shaman. That's your Chaos Bolt, dude. Weird. Okay, I need to see how this is in PvE, in the AoE. How does this do a lot of damage in AoE? Because I think Wind Fury is all single target, isn't it? Only ever released in November once, and also once in December. Yeah. feel like they were gonna do a release an anniversary less than a month away, or they want to announce it really soon. We'll see. Maybe they'll do a really short announcement about it. I think a second between when they want to release and when they're capable of doing, probably. I'm sure they would have loved to make the original release. Yeah, I think it's a fair point. But it's also like, we know that there was no way they were going to be able to release it when they said they do. I can't even put my words together. Yeah, I agree with you, Boy Type, though. I think they were really excited to release it on the original release date, but it's just you can't do enough. Fel Commando got nerfed for Demonology, back to the conduits. Destruction Ashen remains capable and certainly deal less damage to targets afflicted by Immolate. Okay. Combusting Engine is conflict increases your remaining damage of Immolate by 8%, also nerfed. Duplicitous Havoc seems to have been buffed. Havoc transfers 10% more damage, so Havoc cleaving might be stronger. Oh, another nerf to Infernal Brand. Your Infernal melee attacks cause the target to take 2% increased damage from its immolation. Nerfed heavily, dude. Third. Just cut in third at the max level. So buy-in conduits, demonic momentum, demonic soul teleport. Okay, that's a buff to some of the non-damage specific stuff. Legendary Warrior Unhinged. While Ravager Bladestorm is active, you only cast total of 1 Mortal Strike. 2 Mortal Strike at nearby enemies. Oh, with Ravager you cast 1 Mortal Strike. With Bladestorm you cast 2. Okay, I think the Ravager may be too good with this Lego. I think the one should tone it down. Crash of the Ramparts got buffed. Overpower deals more damage. Base ability, not the biggest update. When Ravager Bladestorm ends, Whirlwind does 50% increased damage for 9 seconds or 7 seconds with Ravager. Okay. After it ends, your Whirlwind will do more damage. Could be pretty good. Good for AoE. Mortal Combo. Mortal Strike has a 10% chance to trigger a second Mortal Strike, so that's gotten a little buffed. Nice. Fury. Depth of Insanity. Recklessness lasts 20% longer. And it looks like it's a nerf overall. Yeah, it's a nerf at the higher end. Hack and Slash. Rampage has a 60% chance to refund a charge of Rage and Blow. Interesting. That's pretty good. It's got a buffed. Vicious Contempt. Bloodthirst deals less damage to targets that are below 35% health. So it's a higher gap, so you can do more damage at a higher extra damage at 35% health instead of 20. So less of a bigger extra window, but less damage overall. I think this is a good change too. Protection fueled by violence. You heal for 50% of the damage dealt by deep wounds, and this has been... Oh, this is new. That's really cool, actually. You are healed for 50% of the damage dealt by deep wounds. This is really cool. For prod, dude. Actually healing with a conduit. Show of Force have gotten nerfed. Revenge increases damage when next Thunderclap. Okay, that was, I guess, maybe too much AoE. Maybe? Slight nerf for Unnerving Focus. Last Stand increases your regeneration by 30%, and you can go to 72 instead of 75. Okay, so it looked like they knocked down a peg a bit. General stuff for crit chances, increases the critical chance of executing by 3% instead of 2 now. You can go higher just a little bit. Ignore Pain. 6% of the damage you deal after Ignore Pain got nerfed. Destructive Reverberations. After Ancient Aftershock cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds, and its damage decreased by 4%, and you can get it even better. Interesting, but you do only have 15-second cooldown reduction. I don't think that gets increased. I think this only matters for the damage aspect. Interesting. Link to Wowhead? Yeah. We've been going through these. Yo, Legend is on. What's up, Nor? How do my man? Harrowing Punishment. Condemned damage is and condemned damage dealt and prevent and increased by 1.5. Nerf for the condemn ability. I'm okay with it. I guess maybe that was too good. It was weird. Nerf for some of this other stuff. This is a non-spec specific. Now, what are the trinket changes? Because there's a trinket tuning as well. Okay, Skulkers damage increased. Okay. Bragas Leash damage increased based on versatility too. Splinter's Heart of Allure absorbs damage from a lethal attack when this effect occurs, so it's still is she death, and will erupt for even more damage and healing. Wow, they made this even stronger. So it looks like the raid stuff is going to be maybe stronger. Remember, we passed in stronger damage. Damage taken from Shattered Psyche by 1% for 5 seconds. So lower down the stacks. And the damage increases. Sanguine Vintage absorbs more damage. And heal for 2 times the remaining amount. Okay. Stone Legion stuff gives you more versatility, increased by 5% for each Stone Legionnaire. So more versatility baseline, less for each one person with that trinket. Gluttonous Strike, it deals a little bit more physical damage. Heal yourself 3 times, and so small buff here. Small buff Hateful Chain. Smoldering Plumage gives you more healing and increases. If you use your ally with a tuft of Phoenix Flames, healing them for a ton after 6 seconds, healed by up to 25% based on the target's business health. So a little bit less of a emergency button. Soul Ignition. So it does more damage, so it'll consume more of your health. It'll do baseline more damage, split between enemies, plus 40% additional damage based on how much damage it took. So they're nerfing that extra damage. Damage increase per enemy struck up to 5. So it does more damage in up to 5 max. So I think this is still going to be a really strong trinket. Hold on, we can actually test it right here. I think this is still going to be a really strong trinket. As a middle long cooldown, we'll wait for it for a sec. With Assimilation does a bit more damage. It feels like they just buffed everything for trinkets. I was hoping they would go in the other direction. But I'm okay with them buffing the bad trinkets. But if maybe the nerf them for PvP, that'd be best. Experience change, so it looks like you'll take a little bit more XP. But you get more XP per kill. Okay. So this trinket should do 9,000 damage to me over 15 seconds. And reactivate, it'll fire 7,000 damage in front of me. And it'll do extra damage based on how much damage I let it do to me. So it does damage to me. It's hurting me. It's going to come out of the end. Blast. 3,000 damage to everybody. That's still going to be a strong trinket. That is not nerfed to a shit. I mean, thinking just if anything, they made it went from a giga strong trinket that was doing a ton of damage to now it does a little less. Now for enhancement in AoE, boys. This is what I really want to see here. Okay. Gotta get the wolves. We got the totem. Dropping this down. Seeing how much damage we can do with AoE. It looks like maybe Maelstrom Wind Fury is gonna do only single target. Yeah, I think Wind Fury only has a viability for single target, but it still is a lot of damage, dude. But it's still a lot of damage. It's like 100% more damage. I mean, I'm creating for 4k, 5k with these Wind Furies, dude. And they made Wind Fury baseline do more damage. Okay, so it seems like a pretty big buff for enhancement on single target. It's gonna be huge. I wonder how this is going to be in PvP now. If you drop down the big Wind Fury after somebody lands a stun on somebody. It's going to be huge, dude. Drop down the totem again. Dropping this down. Big AoEs. Master getting picked up. Still gives you a shit ton of mastery though, jeez. But maybe that's normal. I don't really know. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it still has a ton of damage. But the Crash Lightning looking like it does a lot more damage now. Did they buff this? I don't think they did. I think it's just we don't ever had a really rank 2 version of this ability. And in rank 2 it's actually really strong. Do 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 do. Yeah, it still does a ton though. Look at that. Dropping it down. Is it beating the shit out of somebody with this Wind Furies, dude? Okay, I really want to see this with Ascendance and everything. Hey, Dalaran, how does new substance work? I have not got to try it, Jeff. I'm probably going to make a video on the changes that rogues have gotten to the conduit abilities. I am actually very excited with the flagellation and the sepsis change. Still 106 people's life bar in AoE. Yeah, it is still huge. It is literally the whole life bar. So I'm going to try seeing just how much damage this will do. Okay, so can I make this a little smaller? Okay, we can do it like this, right? you can still see Wind Fury and what does a lot of damage. I'm gonna pop Ascendance, Bloodlust, and just auto attack this Valiant of Humility, and just kind of go through my normal rotation here, like properly and whatnot. I'm gonna get the Ghost Souls up and running. I'm gonna get the Flame Shock rolling. I'm gonna do all that. Recorded for YouTube, and we can just see how big that damage is gonna be. Because Wind Fury should do even more damage when it goes to armor with Ascendance. So we're gonna come in, Flame Shock, dropping the totem down, big Ascendance, Wind Fury, hold on, drop it down, totem. Here we go, now we have it. Wait. Is that showing my current? I don't think it's showing my current. Shit. Why was it not showing my current? Oh, okay. I think that's why, because I actually have to click it after it establishes it. Okay, well, that was a Bloodlust. Alrighty, we're gonna wait 3 minutes and record that with just Ascendance. But what the fuck was this damage? Still super high. 6.2 burst, dude. That's gonna give enhancement a much needed damage increase. Having big burst, I guess, is not bad. What else is there, though? Is this everything? Demonology Warlock Felgut Axos now a regular interrupt in Shadowlands. Demonology Warlock Felgut Axos on live servers is a pseudo interrupt. Only interrupt the target if it's stun immune. However, there are creature types that want you to interrupt and unstun because the creature will recast the ability if not interrupted. One example is Terrifying Screech from Feasting Sky Screamer in Otaldazar. In Shadowlands, Axos will interrupt the ability, then stun the creature, making it an actual interrupt for Demonology Warlocks. The Felguard hurts the weapon, stunning and interrupting the target for 4 seconds. Interesting change. So now it's an actual interrupt, so it'll stun the enemy but also interrupt them properly. Thank goodness. Isn't sounds the target interrupting for 4 seconds seem like a weird wording? Well, let's change. Either way, as long as it works properly, so the enemy does not recast it, its stun is fine. The vanish bar disappearing sucks, makes me leave Night Fae. Really? I think this is better, Jeff. Okay, I guess you can make an argument why you don't like it. The vanish is good for PvP, but when questing, you wouldn't press Sepsis unless the enemy is about to die. Now you can Sepsis Garrote or a Sepsis Ambush. You can actually use stuff without having to vanish from enemy sight. I felt like that part was more annoying than anything else. That was super annoying just in basic gameplay. And I think you can still do cool plays. I mean, it's basically Shadow Dance while Sepsis is up. So if you're an Assassination Rogue, you blind the guy, you pop the dude with Sepsis, you can sap off of it. It's huge in PvP. Still a huge advocate of the Gargoyle to come back. Me too. I would love for them more pets. But I just can't sell just playing a Guardian to it. Alrighty, do we have my shit back up? Almost 20 seconds. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm basically just gonna have to start my rotation, click on details to show the numbers, and then go into my full burst. Okay, boys? I'm gonna put it like right here or so I can see the screen a little bit. Actually, there's a good chance I won't see much of the screen. So put it up here so I can see parts. I just need like to focus on the guy that I'm attacking, right? So you ready? I'm recording for the YouTube side. Make sure you're buffed. Doing some damage here. Get the wolves up and running. Get this up and running. Ascendance. Dropping down our Wind Fury. And just rolling our face on the keyboard at this point. Just pressing as many buttons as we can, even though they don't really matter. Unless you're pressing your Wind Fury button, you really are not doing anything anyway. Yeah, so Wind Fury weapon, it's pretty hard right now. That's pretty hard. I think it's fair to say it's like a Chaos Bolt now with the damage. Just random autos. And you can see like what it was crit, what it was normal hits. But yeah, Wind Fury boys. Oh my god, that's gonna be so strong. Every minute, just a 6.k burst. I mean, I guess that'll probably help fix enhancement, right? Give them the burst damage. You're not really gonna be able to be doing anything else. But every minute, you're gonna try to get some trinkets to line up every minute, something to increase the damage. So everything, you're gonna be Minuteman enhanced, dude. The Minuteman enhance. That's hilarious. Okay, I have my Whisper Totem ability coming back very, very soon. Okay, there goes the burst. Here we go. 1, 2, lightning bolt. And we're just still about an enhancement. Still about the Wind Fury, man. Picking up my mastery just so we can get more procs while we're at it anyway. More attacks just to proc whatever procs we want. Wind Fury. Man, this is enhanced right here, boys. This is a dream. This is a life. This is a dream. This is a life. Interesting. I love the update this week, by the way. It seems like there's a lot of shit this week. I'm a huge fan, man. Sadly, I still feel they're going to be duty compared to other specs. Okay, well, this is at least allows a legendary for them to do a ton of single target damage. And I'm probably going to tune it a bit. But if enhancement has this much burst, then the rest of the spec are basically... you basically don't have to tune a lot of the other spec, which feels a little weird to be reliant all around a legendary, but Blizzard is going to be balancing a lot of specs around legendaries. You can't get away from it, right? We are going to be playing with legendaries. They're going to be more easily and readily accessible. They are going to be part of the way that we design our class and spec. Quick expansions red without defensives, exactly, without a bubble. There's so many effects based on Vanish Stealth, like 2 legendaries that reduce the cooldown or buff your damage, count the odds, conduit that gives you more buffs, click the Shadow Conduit. Yes. However, Sepsis as a base ability with its Vanish, I guess it was pretty good everywhere else, but in basic world questing and basic world stuff, it was super giga fucking annoying. And also, just a full stealth was pretty goddamn strong too. Imagine a Blizzard... Okay, Blizzard's already having to balance classes on numbers and damage and things that combo into each other. Them having to balance the Vanish and stealth mechanic, I felt like it's just extra nightmarish. As a rogue, and maybe because I'm outlaw, because I don't use a lot of stealth, I'm kind of okay with them not having like the stealth setup. I like this stealth-based ability. You can go road to get the Garrote and the Empower Grow for assassination. You can get a cheap shot in PvP. You can get a sap in PvP. I think it still is going to be pretty good. I think for sub, you might actually be able to use a Shadow Strike to teleport with it too. And they're buffing the damage of it overall. So I feel like it's they're simplifying the ability, but then there's still going to be a big return on it. But yes, the combos that you have with some of the Vanish Stealth, Legendaries or whatever, I felt like it was too strong maybe. Because some specs are more stealth focused than others. So making this ability less on stealth makes it less must-have for certain specs, I feel like. So it standardizes it better for all specs rather than insanely good for some, shit for others. Like for Outlaw, it just became better. For Outlaw Rogue, that ability just became better. Because in Vanish, like what am I going to do? Vanish and Stealth? Just ambush. Or I could sap or whatever. But like for Outlaw, it was really useless. For sub, it was huge. But I don't know. I like the change. I think it simplifies it. If at least it gives you an extra chart. It gives you a calm point now. It gives you an extra chart advantage. You don't need an extra chart advantage really. I mean, if you're in PvP, maybe if you want to have chart advantage, you do have sub rogue with an auto talent for a shorter chance to advantage. Or but you have dance as well. It's kind of like advantage. I'll be okay with it, but now it's just gutted. I'll spend on having a 1 minute Dreadblade Sepsis, etc. 1 minute Dreadblade Sepsis? What the fuck were you gonna do with Dreadblades and Sepsis? Wait, what? Oh, we were gonna use the Vanish thing to have Dreadblades wasn't even that good, Jeff. It's pretty good in PvP, but it's not good in PvE. I don't think you were gonna... I mean, maybe a shorter cooldown would have been better for it, but I just can't see it. Again, it was also another nightmarish thing to balance. Like, oh, now you're having to balance this cooldown reduction element of the spec. And again, I feel like that's a little bit harder to balance than having to raw numbers. So, I'm okay with them taking it out. I'm also okay with them taking it out. Again, it's just more of a headache for them. You know? It just gave you a shield. They gave you a shield, instead of replace it with one, the ambush or whatever. I think I like this change. Simplifying it is not bad. Making it simpler isn't the worst. Plus, you still can make some plays with it. In PvP, that's what I'm really more important. One in blind in PvP. Kidney into kidney, and other stuff like pulling the armor, smoke bomb, etc. Yeah, that seems busted. Just ask anybody, hey, did you want to be sitting in double kidney and a minute blind every fucking time against a sub rogue? And second, nerfing this ability makes Outlaw a little better because you already have a shorter blind. Imagine Outlaw with a short blind. Imagine Outlaw with a 30-second blind. You already have a minute-long blind, or a minute 30. Imagine have like a, what, 45, 30-second blind. Do you, hey, you average player in World of Warcraft, do you like getting kidney shotted by Rogue? Do you want to be double kidney shotted by Rogue? No. Good change, in my opinion. Again, Rogues are doing really well. At least in my opinion. We're doing really fucking well. Like, I can't complain. Like, we're not mop, beginner of mop kind of level. We're not like early fucking Legion where all you can play is a SAS kind of level and sub rogue having a bit of a cry every now and then, because all you can do is just Shadow Strike teleport behind people, but you do no damage. You're a stun bot either way. You're just extra mobile stun bot. You know what I mean? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because again, I feel like sometimes Blizzard just tries to come up with a really, really interesting giga brain idea, and then they just kind of continue the development path into a hole. And then you got to get out of the hole. If you just gotta fill that hole, make it less deep, take away some depth from it so you can have a smoother ride along the way to the finish line. I feel like that's a good idea. I feel like that's better. And I think that's just one of those changes. But that's just my dude, one man's opinion. Do we agree it's a big nerf? Sure. It's a nerf in aspects of cooldown reduction, which I feel like, again, can be good, can be bad, depending on the playstyle. A lot of depends. But it's not like a giga nerf to like damage numbers. It's a nerf to specific playstyles, but how good were those specific playstyles? I mean, Naj was fucking around with it, but again, we should be fucking around with shit in the beta all the fucking time. Double kidney shot, shorter blinds, giga cooldowns. Yeah, it seems really strong. There's a fun and creative playstyle IMO. I can't disagree. It probably was. Nobody was talking about the Vantage CD reduction build dumb. And now no one will. Ride the deep hole. Yeah, I feel like it's a cool concept, but I feel like eventually you just gotta let it go if it's not really working out. And imagine Blizzard having to already balance the specs as they are, and then having to balance cooldown reduction for rogues without one specific ability. They already have a hard time balancing the soul bind, so I think it's okay to want to simplify this one. So is good for Mogs, dude. The Mog gear for all types of gear, whether mail, plate, leather, or cloth, looks insane. They did a good job. There's not a bad set. All around, not a single bad set. Hell, even Castle Nathria, they're going to start with a leather, mail, plate, cloth. All of them look good. Some recalls for cloth and mail look a little funky, but they all look good overall. What do you think about ShadowPriests at the moment? Have you seen have you seen much PvP? Yeah, ShadowPriests are insanely good in PvP. They did get a nerf a little bit with DP doing a little less damage, but I think it's still going to be really strong. I doubt they're going to be bad. I very much doubt it. But yeah, they're really good though. So I really got to get a rogue that actually fucking works with flagellation, because I literally don't have a single rogue that properly works. And I don't know what to do. Dalaran, I was playing a main and outlaw, but after my first mythic felt overwhelmed with the fast gameplay and managing all the cooldowns, buffs, sliciness, roll the bones, etc. Is this something I will get used to? Yes. Yes, you will. It is a lot faster gameplay, and managing all those buffs, it is a bit of a... Get yourself some weak auras to keep track of your buffs. So weak auras are very useful. It basically can move around auras, pictures and icons and flashing lights and even sounds to help you maintain all those aspects of your spec. If you're having trouble paying attention to the top right, pretty sure my webcam is mirrored, but if you having a hard time paying attention to the top right of your screen with the buffs, you can get some weak auras to center things in front of you, so you can see if your buffs are about to fall off, slices is about to fall off, blade flurry uptime, all that stuff. So that's something for you to utilize. Definitely utilize. Still a little sad that flagellation does not properly work for me. Okay, I need to check the other rogue if it works for him. I think it was this guy, Dord Drelbrez, the champion that we need to make flagellation work properly. What do you think of ShadowPriests at the moment? Yeah, they're really good. Not considering Hunter as a backup. Came from a Fury Warrior and a Frost Mage. Yes, definitely have an alt. Definitely plan to have an alt. I think you'll have a lot of fun with an alt. Definitely plan for one. I'm gonna make this guy my outlaw dude. If the flagellation ability works for him properly, I'll make him the outlaw boy. Oh, they moved this thing out of here. Wait. Oh, okay. That's closed. I was thinking it goes somewhere. Give my flagellation. I want to see if it works, because I don't know if it works at all. But I swear to God, dude, I will go and I will rebuild my outlaw to be a goddamn troll. I don't care. I'll look at some better weak auras. There you go, my dude. Look into them. Play around with the playstyle. Try some weak auras. See if it works better. There's a lot of presets already available from other players, so you might just be able to yoink the preset, see if it works for you. You know? Yes. Skip the Yes. Yes. Skip the campaign. Oh, thank goodness, Blizzard. You guys are mwah. You can skip it now. Beautiful. Flagellation. Get over here. God damn it, dude. Goddamn beautiful. That's goddamn beautiful, man. All right. Naja. Naja, how you doing, Naja? Activated. Ooh. Got a lot of stuff off the bat. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna get all these things in here, man. Bait to nothing with finesse. Do 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 do. Do I have any outlaw stuff at all? Yo. Bro, give me my outlaw things. Give me my outlaw things. Thank you. There we go. I'm gonna go here, 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 and I think we'll go with the Dauntless Duelist. We can go for a what's the one with the evasion? No, grapple hook. Here we go. Okay. Slaughter. They're still gotta change that. Slice and dice heal. If this works. If this works. Oh, you could grapple far. Alright, let's see if it works. Invalid target. Okay, dude. Alrighty, man. Is it just doesn't work because it's a train dummy? Oh my god. It's actually broken. Still says invalid target. Says invalid target when targeting training dummies. Is there something outside, like something outdoors, like a critter that I could use this on? Because maybe it's just broken against training dummies, which would suck. So disappointed the steps has changed and I know what to pick now. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm actually, on the other hand, kind of excited with the substance change. A tale of two rogues, right? A tale of two beings. Well, I hope you do some... Would the word soul searching be a good word here? I hope you do some searching for like what kind of... Try flagellation if it works. Try the event tier thing if it works, because I don't even know if it works for me. And there's no critters out here. It's just desolate. There's just nothing here, so I have to go all the way across the bridge just to find something. Ah. Oh, spiders. Wait, does that work? Invalid target. Okay, maybe critters don't work. Maybe I have to have a humanoid. Right? A humanoid. 1.5 minute cooldown? Whoa. There's some CD to this now. 1.5 minute CD. Really? Lash on target deals 5% damage, dealing shadow damage and adding a stack of flagellation to each lash. Target remains tormented for 20 seconds, receive an additional lash for each comp point spent. Reactivate flagellation cleanses the torment, increasing the haste. 1.5 minute CD. I just noticed that part. I didn't even realize it has a 1.5 minute CD. Alright, you, come here. Flagellation. Invalid target. Okay. Okay, dude. Okay. One question. Troll Rogan, this is Dracula's castle. Yes and yes. Dracula. Seriously, flagellation just doesn't work. No matter how many times I press it. Lame. Alrighty, well, I didn't realize the 1.5 minute CD on it though, so maybe I'll actually be able to try it out when I make a brand new character. So, because what I'm probably gonna do is I'll make a new rogue, and I'll walk up to every one of the Covenant representatives, and I'll be like, "Hey, let me try your ability." And I'll talk about some of the changes. The Morlock got bugged. Axos actually interrupts there. Yes, it does. Does it work on a dummy? It does not work on a dummy, Adam. I tried that first thing, and that's the only reason why it came out here is because it did not work on a dummy. On my other rogue, second half of it works. That gives you haste, but it doesn't work properly because it looks like maybe next week it'll be implemented. But imagine if it was like, man, this expansion is releasing in a week and this ability actually just does not work because they keep adjusting it. Good thing they delayed. Good thing for the delay. Good thing. It's a good thing. Yeah. Hey. How you doing? Just getting by. Don't worry. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so that's a bummer. All right, well, sad that doesn't work. Let's test it out later. Before it's broken and Shadowlands is broken. Good job, Blizzard. I don't know, the current like pre-patch of BFA seems to be working pretty well. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, it doesn't work on Chain Enemy. That's why it went out here in the first place. Let's see, where was it? Is this all? Is this everything this week? They reposted this again. Did I miss something? And Sepsis sees a rework now used with stealth ability without spontaneous effects. Vanish effect granted a calm point. Yep. Yep. Yup. Interrupts the first, stun second, I think. Yeah, it's so if you stun, so it will still stun, but it will also interrupt that cast. So it'll like first interrupt the enemy, and then they'll be stunned right after. Sorry for bumping the mic there. Yup. What do you mean, yup? At least summon Blizz is good, don't agree? At least it's summon Blizz is good at, don't you agree? Make things broken? Yeah. True, true. I don't want to give him too much grief, but yeah, I mean, this expansion was not ready, and it's a good thing that they changed it. So I guess I could. So do. Okay, done. I think that's really all the changes. I just write in some notes on the side for future videos because I want to do some update videos. That's really, I think, most of the changes, right? Oh, too crazy. Okay. Well, yo, what's up, Hair? How you doing, my man? Hope you are having a good one, my dude. Oh man, boys, quite a lot of updates today, huh? Actually, let's go and look at the rogue stuff currently, man. Let's go check them out right now. Might as well. We'll make a blood elf. We'll make him a rogue. There we go. A random name. He looks a little bit sad. There we go. Now he has a little bit more of a happier face. Blue Death Knight hair, happy face. Let's go, dude. I want to see if flagellation works for him, because I want to just see if flagellation can properly work at some point. Maybe we just got to make a brand new character and accept the new flagellation. Maybe that's what you gotta do. Because flagellation has been pretty broken. Like, it goes through iterations, but I feel like it just never works. Every week it goes through some sort of change, but it just never fucking works. Kind of annoying after a while. Alrighty, talk to you. Let's take a look at it, man. Flagellation. Put this here, here, throw it out. Can I test the event their covenant abilities? That's the thing the guy is gonna attack. Wait, is there just one train dummy for everybody? Is this guy gonna attack me? Oh, really? Oh, he is gonna beat my ass. What the fuck? Where are the other train dummies? Oh, this sucks. So he's gonna actually kill me. Oh, it works for here. Hold on. It actually worked. Oh, this kind of sucks that they attack you back right now. And there's no more extra train dummies. Oh, okay. Well, this is... I don't like that. Does it do a lot of damage? It still does a little split damage. And it did you give me that? It is a minute 50 cooldown. Weird. Why are there no train dummies here? Hold on. Do I abandon the quest maybe? Okay, they disappeared. We try doing it again. Dude, they removed all the train dummies. All of them have those aggro train dummies that'll hit you back. That kind of sucks. Basically, if I want to do this, I have to have evasion. Otherwise, I'm just gonna die. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, well, let's try the sepsis, I guess. Reactor flagellation cleanses the torment. Yeah, 1.5 minute CD though. Wait, let me do this again. So when I click him, can I just hit it again before the debuff falls off? I want to try this. Hold on. I think my internet is in the process of having a stroke. Really? Can it see how sepsis is looking? Yeah, in a second. I should probably set up the abilities at least properly, just because I'm not playing anything correctly here. Okay, that's close enough. Okay, we're gonna hit him with this and hopefully just not die. Crap, I kind of need some degenerate calm points. Wait, it doesn't even let me reactivate it. Cleanse the target of torment. Weird. At least it's working for this guy. They made it so much. Why the fuck did they check out train dummies, dude? Bro. Okay, I just gotta report a bug. When doing quest, choosing your purpose, purpose. Yeah, I don't like how what did they change this week that took train dummies out of this, right? What did they change in the actual updates that literally made train dummies fucking disappear? Also, is something going on weird with your tail? Dude, hold on. From a distance, his tail looks funky. Get closer, it disappears. It's like a layer of skin that just appears and disappears for him. I guess like his model just gets lower res from further away, but it just looks so weird, you know? Like his face, you can see that changes a little too. Interesting. Never noticed it. Keep playing the same party, looking at a new update and going, yup, I was like crazy time loop. Fix. Alright, awesome. Awesome. So, for real, is that other rogue that I just made, the troll guy, does he actually have an ability that does not work? Oh man. Okay, so since these dummies are going to be hitting it back, I don't really know a functional way where I might be able to show the changes to the abilities. without maybe remaking a whole new rogue. And I might need to do that. Oh, okay. Well, this ability broke. Broken exactly the same way that it's broken for a main. Interesting. So now I can constantly stack this haze buff forever. Okay. So I can do it, what, 20 times, right? 20 stack? How much haste can I get? I think 50% max, right? So maybe it's 30 stack? It's probably a dummy they used to test it on and probably had God mode on. Maybe actually. Maybe they decided to remove most of the dummies and I was thinking, okay, we'll just have this dummy here. So like, we need 3 dummies. We can just have 1. So you can like try abilities. And they accidentally removed the wrong dummies. Because you actually want to leave the dummies that are lower level or like same level as you are, level 16. But they end up leveling the level 63 dummies, which are like the dungeon boss level dummies. And there's other ones that are skull level. I guess 63 versus 62. But yeah. Just gonna keep spamming it until we get our... Is it 30 stacks? Is it really 30? So we literally have 7.5% more haste. I actually throw out a dungeon we could have that much haste. Does this even cost energy for us? It does not. Okay. Look at the stacking and stacking. Imagine doing this in a dungeon. Just as soon as you see it off CD, you just press it. I don't think it's not even on GCD either. Yeah, it's not on GCD. We just keep binding it together with all your basic abilities. Your Cinder Strikes, your pistol shots, your W key. At 12%, boys. Summon Tukes. Almost there. 25, almost at the 30 mark. Few more, boys. 4 more. I'm gonna get carpal tunnel from this. Just spamming it. To go even further beyond. Ah! And here we are. 15%. Woo! 22% crit. Just chilling with my... Hey, boys. Just hanging out. Chilling with my 22% crit. Yeah, just press it whenever. Oh, my keybinds are all off of this character. Holy shit. Just press it in between. Hey, all that crit. Look at that. Yay. Look at that. Just constant haste. And if I had Alacrity, that's 10% haste on top of that. Giga haste. Giga haste. I think that's basically the haste I have currently right now. I did not realize I put a flagellation on a 1.5 minute cooldown. But anyway, I wonder how I'm going to end up doing that video on looking at all the different Rogue Covenant abilities. I guess I technically have most of them that are functional. The only one that kind of functions weirdly is the flagellation right now. Because it keeps breaking all the time. It keeps breaking and it just does not work ever. It only works when you're making a character and you have a starter character. But then it doesn't work after. So I wonder how the fuck am I going to showcase it. I guess I'll keep that guy there. The dummies to show the flagellation part, and I guess I could show it with the haste stacking part, even though it's not working properly. But yeah, so I think I'll do that, and I think I might just need to, because I don't think I'll really be able to use sepsis on a trained dummy properly, unless I'm on cheap shot or maybe. But I was thinking maybe make a Fey rogue, like a very basic one. Do the face stuff, like maybe they'll give you the skip button pretty early on, so I don't have to do the play, and I could just actually show it, I guess, a proper trained dummy. I think that's what I'll end up doing, I think. So new gear on my rogue, and I'll just wait on events so I can get the gear. Hell yeah, dude. Let's go get ourselves a Fey rogue real quick, boys. Let's make a fairy rogue, dude. What are you gonna make a fairy? Nothing says a fairy rogue like a goblin rogue. Nothing says I'm a fairy than a goblin rogue, boys. That's like beautiful tooth fairy. What? Tooth. There we go. It's a tooth fairy. Is it silly now if H back in the video? That'll be hilarious. Yeah. That'd be great. Yeah, let's just go do it, dude. Because this is I'm gonna be. I just want like a proper way to test that ability. Yeah, they left the guys. They trained. Why did they like? Seriously, Blizzard. Who the fuck left train dummies that are gonna smack you back? You had 3 train dummies. Maybe you decided, you know what? That's too many train dummies. Let's clean it up a little bit. You took away all the ones that don't hit you back and left only the ones that fucking wail back on you, dude. Come on, dude. Disappointing, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. I know it's beta, right? You fix one thing, someone else probably breaks. That's okay. It's normal. But, I'm just tired, man. I guess I didn't get enough sleep last night. Call it that. All right, let's do this. I'm really hoping, because the fairy thing just imagine having to do it on all your alts. I'm really hoping they add a skip before you do the play. Oh goodness, I hope they add the skip before you do the play. Because imagine if you have to do the play and then you do that skip of like having to do all those other activities. Because if you actually have to do the play, I'm gonna be unhappy. Let's just say that. Let's just keep it chill, keep it calm. Because it takes so long, dude. I mean, it's awesome. It was great the first time, but it's like that song on radio that you loved, and now you're having to hear it over and over and over and over again, and you feel like you can't run away from it. You loved it, but now that you have too much of it, you're like, I don't like it anymore. You know what I mean? Beauty is in the moderation. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. There we go. I'll be alright with that. For the most defensive counter powers, I think, what do you mean? People must feel bad at TM after getting beat by that thing, I know, right? For the more defensive counter powers, I think that's probably why they left him in. Hey, that works out for tanks, maybe, but even for tanks, I don't think they should have a train dummy that beats the shit out of you like that. Like, I understand the purpose of them, right? But honestly, I feel like those train dummies don't really ever help anybody really figure out if they are tanky. I feel like for a new player with no gear, you just chose a Covenant ability, these train dummies end up hitting you way too fucking hard for you to get like a good idea of like how hard a normal mob from a normal dungeon would hit you. Because those things usually just like start wailing on you and then you ramp up really quickly. I just don't really know if a new player really gets a lot of useful information from those things, you know? Because they're never really scaled properly. Like if you want to add some tank train dummies, they should add like maybe one that's going to hit you with the power of like a normal dungeon, and one with the power of like a heroic, random average heroic mob dungeon, like the most auto-attacking mob from heroic dungeon. And then have one for Mythic 0 and have one that scales up like Mythic Plus, kind of. Like it'll just get more damage over time. So then a player at least can like get hit by one and feel like, okay, will I be able to survive 3 of these things beating me up? See how much hard one hits. Can I survive 3? You know, how long do I last? How long do I live? Do I have any survivability? Do I have any self heals? Stuff like that. Yeah, the radio used to be great for making you hate the size you like. Yeah, now you don't listen to it anymore. But listen to the radio nowadays, dude. Ah, what's up, Green? How do my man? Again, it's just probably what they did is they tried to remove the train dummies. They were like, okay, we have way too many here, and they accidentally left all the ones that beat your ass. Again, probably it happens. That's most likely what happened. But it's still not gonna stop me from complaining about it. Am I right? I mean, am I right or am I right? Alrighty. Let's do the Fae thing. Oh, please let me skip the play. I mean, I'll do the play just to get a Fae rogue because I don't have one. And I'll probably try out a Fae rogue in dungeons with this with the changed Covenant ability. But I'm really like crossing my fingers hoping they'll let me skip the play. Really hoping. Oh, only for like 5 minutes while driving. Yeah, I guess so. And so too fair. It's a tooth. I got a tooth. I'm collecting teeth. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Thank God, Blizzard. Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was awesome. Thank goodness. Blizzard, that was awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, who the hell do I talk to go up to the, says you're up there. Okay, I'm gonna head over. Dude, they listened. Fuck yeah, Blizzard. Thank goodness. Blizzard can do some things weird, but also Blizzard can deliver. And that was a fucking big win right there, dude. Huge win. Big deliver. Now, can I skip this cinematic? Yes, awesome. Even bigger win, because you couldn't before. And now you can. And now I got my sepsis. 1.5 minute CD. And it's a inflict the target with infect the target's blood, dealing 2,215 nature damage over 10 seconds. If the target survives full duration, they suffer additional nature damage at the end and get 1 use of any stealth ability 5 seconds. Wait, so you gain the stealth ability after this target survives? Okay, so it's going to be a little bit more like planning on when you want to do it. 10 seconds ahead type of deal. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, let me buy a bunch of stuff. And who did I talk to? Soul bind with who? Naya. Is Naya even here? I'll not abandon it. Soul bind. Oh, there she is. Okay, I didn't even see Naya. Was she even there? I don't think you should. Okay, well, it works out now. Hey, Naya, how are you doing? Yes. Yes, Naya. Yes, Naya. What does it do? Gives me mastery? Fuck yeah, dude. Okay. Thanks for your stuff. Alrighty, let's go and just start clicking on things. Let's start clicking on stuff. Is this new content Shadowlands or is this BFA zone? Yeah, this is still Borealis. Shadowlands coming in area for the Fate. Yep. You guys can't hear it, but he keeps saying, I can't do that. He keeps recharging. I can faintly hear it. Also, it's weird that I made potency at the bottom and all the other ones at the top, but I guess it works out. This is still Borealis, yep. Bot charades does Dazara lore that looks like a Dracula's castle now. I mean, I'm gonna go to I can't even think of anything funny at this point. If only. It's still recharging. I can't cast it. It's still recharging. Okay, we got them all. So what are we gonna do? Okay, septic shock, cool. Each time reduced by 80%, so the damage over time is gonna be even better. We'll go here. We'll go here. I guess we'll go for plants. Let's do the interrupt. What does this do? Healing spells and abilities have a chance to apply haste. Damage on enemies, toss a thing, does nature damage over 6 seconds. Or interrupt doing 7,000. Yo, let's do it for the interrupt, dude. Let's do that interrupt, dude. And lethal poisons got giga nerfed, so that kind of sucks. Oh, I think this is actually going to be really good, though. So let's do that. We'll do the recuperator, and we'll do that shadow step cooldown reduction. Nice. So we're pretty set. Okay, cool. Okay, we could actually start hitting some trading dummies, I think. Which way are they? Probably this way, if not out. Okay, I think it's out here. Because cinematics, yes, they are starting to finally add the cinematic skips now. I would rather not die to invisible expansions plus 15 mythics. Can they fix that? Wait, what? Can you skip the cinematic? Would I rather not die to invisible explosions in plus 15s? Wait, invisible explosions? Wait, what? Right now? Are they bugged? Because yesterday I was doing some mythic pluses. There wasn't no invisible explosions. I think you just gotta make sure that you enable the health bars on them because they're not invisible. They're just pretty easy to see. No gear, new content, do gear other than mythic. I'm not geared. Is there new content to do other than gear and mythic? Not yet. They're gonna add a whole thing later. Okay, so here we go. Here's the dude. So I'm gonna, I don't even have, I think, my set up. Fly inside, we can go subterfuge for the garrotes. We got vigor, cheat, death, prey on the weak, alacrity, and poison bomb. We got stealth. Just make sure a couple of abilities are up in stealth. Oh, actually, I gotta set up everything, don't I? Shiv. Get the base ones. Garrote, you got mutilate, you got rupture, you got a venom, you got vendetta, and then you got a big heal. Okay, that's everything. Now the cell bar and the auto cell bar are set. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of hit a train dummy, see how this ability works properly. The slicing is up and running. So after it runs out, it'll let me use a stealth ability. Second garrote. Yeah. Oh. What? Wait, did it let me use garrote, the buff version of garrote, or not? Because it does quite a bit of damage now. So I used it, and you saw those had a buff, right? It had a buff that lasted 6 seconds. I don't think it will let me use garrote as a stealth ability, but I could be wrong. Fuck, I keep doing wrong thing. Okay, let's try it again. We'll use it, and we'll see if it'll let me use garrote. Because if it won't let me use garrote, that's a bit of a bummer. That's a pretty big ability for assassination rogue. Getting a re-garrote with a vanish buff. That's huge. 30% more damage from rogues. That's going to be a really good conduit buff, dude. That's going to be insanely good for rogues. More damage with your shiv, with more nature damage. Huge. Use cheap shot. Okay, I'll put cheap shot on my bars here. I'll see. I just want to first make sure garrote works, because that'll be the biggest one for a SAS, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to use garrote as a SAS, right? That's huge. But we'll see if it'll let me use cheap shots. So we're gonna put the poison on, right? Susceptible to damage. I wish I combo it together with Shiv, because that's all nature damage. We'll do it a bunch of deeps. Okay. And garrote. Cheap shot. Well, I think it let me cheap shot. Yes, it did. I think it's just this chain dummy does not. Yeah, it doesn't get a stunned. So does it give you So it doesn't not look like it uses a better garrote. But you can use cheap shot, sap, and ambush. Most likely. Okay, I need to make sure it does use a better garrote. Are there still trial characters? Okay, yes, there are. You can still do trial characters. So after you gain 1 use of any stealth ability for 5 seconds. So as soon as I press cheap shot, it should disappear, right? The buff. So what I'll do is I'll garrote, and then I'll ambush and see if the Devo disappears. I think that's what I'll do. I'll use sepsis, and I'll just wait until it gives me buff. And I'll do this too. So let's hit this guy with a garrote. See how much damage does garrote do. Garrote does about 191 damage, right? So every time I refresh it, it does all full damage. So we're gonna hit garrote after sepsis disappears. So that should be a stronger damage ability if it properly works. So we'll garrote, ambush. Ambush disappeared. Still 191. So it does not work with garrote. Does not work to buff garrote. Okay. Does not work to buff garrote for assassination. Maybe that's on purpose. Isn't supposed to be one ability only. It does not work with garrote. That's why it only works for one ability. It only works for ambush, cheap shot, or sap. I think sap would work, but I have no idea. Probably would. Does not work to buff work for using Garrote as assassination, even though I guess it is not an own stealth only ability. Okay, so let's think about this. So Garrote technically isn't a stealth only ability. It can actually be used out of stealth. It just gains a benefit. Okay, so it actually would work. For some reason, I thought it might give Garrote, you would get like a stronger version stealth Garrote. Okay, no, it works out fine then, if that's how it's meant to be. We could assume that it works out fine. Yes, technically it's not stealth ability. So, for some reason I assumed that it would give a stronger version of Garrote. Let's use it. It'll do its damage. Wait, let's just show it. Yeah, even more damage. Yeah, dude. That's pretty good, damn. Then I could use Sheep Shot, or I could use an ambush, or I could use a sap, I think. Sap does not work because it's an invalid target. And a generator comm point. That works out. Alrighty. Well, I got a Fey 2 Fairy Rogue. Yeah, some teeth. Teeth. So you can silence Garrote, ambush, Sheep Shot. No. No. That's wrong. You can only use one ability from stealth. If it's one ability and not one ability as in CCD. No, it's just any ability from stealth. That's stealth only. But right now, stealth only abilities are ambush, Cheap Shot, and sap. Quite a lot of abilities are actually out of stealth. Out of stealth. I want to try see if Shadow can see what works, just to be hilarious if it does. Yeah, it's just one spell. It's exactly as it says. It's just in my mind, for some reason, I thought Garrote has a stealth version of it. So when I use this, it should give me a stealth version of Garrote. It doesn't. Okay, Shadow Concealment, boys. Ready? This will be hilarious. Even if it goes on cooldown, if it gives you the buff, this would be funny. It did go on cooldown. It did go on cooldown. It did just go on cooldown. So there's quite a lot of what abilities are stealth only? Requires stealth. Requires stealth. I think pickpocket requires stealth, so you can pickpocket somebody while in combo with them. That'll be not the best use of this ability. It requires stealth, so yeah, you could do saps in PvP. This is interesting. This is very interesting, and I don't think there's anything here that requires stealth. Yeah, Garrote does not require stealth. It's up what it used to, but not anymore. So for this is interesting. It's just basically a free ambush then for the other specs, or a PvP possibility for a Cheap Shot, or sap. It's still kind of cool. This ability PvP will be used for saps. Yeah, exactly. It basically gives everybody a dance, dude. Everybody has a dance. If you line it up with a 10-second timer on it, blind an enemy, and you'll get a sap right after. It gives you a good generous 6 seconds worth of, hey, you can use any stealth ability you want to. So you blind, and you get the sap without having to vanish. That would be really cool. You can check if you get in Shadow Strike from Sepsis. If you get a Shadow, I think you would. Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder if you get the range like teleport Shadow Strike though. You know. That's a good question. Okay, my bars are all kinds of fucked, but it's okay. We'll put Shadow Strike here. We'll put Backstab here. God, Sepsis, help me. Where are you? I need you. Yeah. Okay. So we're out of stealth, right? We're just gonna backstab an enemy. We want to see if we can use a Shadow Strike that teleports you to the enemy, right? Did it just give me a stealth bar? Wait, did it just give me a stealth bar? I think it just gave me a stealth bar for a second. Didn't it? Hold on. Yes, it did. It totally gave me my stealth bar for a second. So it will not work like a Shadow Strike from stealth with a teleport effect, but it will let you Shadow Strike. Holy shit, there was a lot of abilities going off at the same time, that guy. Holy fuck. Did you see that? Just like ba 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 ba. I don't even know what that was. Does it change how you use Vanish? I think so too. This is interesting. I like this change though. I know there was a whole Vanish thing with the Vanish Legos and all that, but dude, that's just too much to balance. Sounds like a headache and a goddamn half. I'm okay with this change. Flagellation though, I am still so sad it does not work properly. I want Flagellation to finally work, but it won't. It just won't work. Please. What's up, everyone? What's up, Gino? How you doing, my man? Hope you having a good one. I like this change though. Alda actually seems decent in pre-patch. Still not sub, but I think it's viable. Yeah, I mean, if you think so, yeah, go for it. Play whatever you like, man. Play whatever the hell you like. I just really wish flagellation would work properly. All it gives me is a fucking haze buff though. And the only way it works if I do the testing. Okay. Can I actually use this guy to test something? Can I use this man right here to test flagellation properly? I have evasion and my abilities. I'll just sink as many finishers as I can into the target while flagellation is up, pop evasion, and then I'll just start throwing knives and then I'll press other stuff. Okay. I have everything, I think. Flagellation, please, early. The earlier I set it up, the better. Slice and dice. I have no poisons, which kind of sucks. Please get a poison up. Yep, energy. At least I got that. Fuck. Okay, you're just gonna die. So I am getting it to do damage. Ah, fuck. I wish I had Penance or something. It's like a slice and dice. And it looks like I just don't get the buff or flagellation. I mean, I have a portion of that buff, but I can't press it again. Maybe I'm supposed to press it. What I'm trying to figure out is, like, when I press flagellation on the enemy, do I need to press it again to, like, get the haze buff from it? Or isn't it supposed to give me haze buff for free? Because maybe it might be one of those abilities where you have to reactivate it before it falls off. Otherwise, you just lose it. But then again, it's pretty broken in general. We prefer to get 1 GCD instead of 3 seconds up to 4 to 100% crit for first second, etc. I think it's a lot more balanced way to measure the ability, and a lot more balanced way of trying to balance the playstyle they did now than the old one. Because the other one just seems like a fucking nightmare in the goddamn half. I mean, come on. Flagellation still doesn't work. It's been how many weeks now? I'm okay if developers make it a little bit easier for themselves, a little bit less ambitious. Again, I think it'll be good. I think it's more useful for other specs. How's Red Paladin doing in PvP, PvE? I think they're a lot of fun. As for like how performance-wise, I really have no idea, to be honest with you. I have a lot of fun with it. I think more people should, less people should be sketchy about trying to invite paladins. I'm great. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Gino. How about you, man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. All right, flagellation's back. The GBS class specs the best. Shadow Priest, Shadow Priest, Shadow Priest. Shadow Priest, Shadow Priest, Shadow Priest. I want to see what happens if I actually do get to use the ability right before it falls off. Also, my energy regen is ass. Okay, I almost have it come off, right? I'm gonna press it. Press it. Nothing. Okay, so it looks like it's almost like there's two different flagellations in the game. There's one flagellation that lets you put a dot on the enemy, and there's another flagellation that will give you a haze buff based on how many stacks you have. And they don't work together at all. Man. I feel like they need to redo it where you don't press it again. Just it's a debuff, and when it falls off, it gives you a haze buff. Don't make it where it's you gotta reactivate it again, because it feels like that's where the game is broken. Okay. Can put the debuff on the target. Can spell. Debuff does damage, but the haste buff never comes. Never happens. Tried pressing the ability again right before it falls off. Debuff and nothing. Just puts it on CD. Yeah, so it's a 1.5 minute CD now, which I don't really know if that's what they meant to make with it, but you'll put it up and it'll do lashes. It'll do a little bit of damage. Like, the damage does go through. That looks funky. Damage does go through. It does stuff, right? Even though it's like split into threes like this, it'll end up being like, what, 10% of your damage. So it's like here-ish somewhere. It'll be as a bar put together, like here or so. And then it's supposed to, when it falls off or when you press it again, gain a haste buff. For this character, it just falls off. And you don't get haste, and it gets put on CD. On the other character, I can't even put the debuff, but I can get a haste buff constantly. So it has like two-parter. It transforms the ability depending on which phase it's in. And I feel like they need to just work out the whole transformation part over basically pressing two different buttons. Just make it where it's a debuff. When it falls off, depending on how many stacks it was, just gives you a buff. Don't make it a whole press it again thing. Just put the debuff on one target. Goes on cooldown, 1.25 seconds. And as soon as the debuff falls off, based on how many stacks, gives you a haste buff. Just pop. Here we go. That would be better. Can we get an empower go road? Lol, it worked fine before. What with the sepsis? I mean, again, sepsis, dude. When you're going out and you're on world questing and you pop up sepsis on a guy, he's about to die, and the game force vanishes you. That was stupid. I'm glad they changed it. That was extra dumb. You couldn't even do fucking dailies, dude. Questing and trying to use the sepsis ability, it was just so backwards. So I'm perfectly okay with it giving you more common point, a little bit more damage, and gives you one CC based ability. Again, the biggest question for me was, will I be able to still get some cool plays with it in PvP? You will still be able to sap people in PvP. I'm okay with it. Or cheap shot, or whatever you want to do. I feel like it's a nice change. Make it a little less ambitious, easier to balance. And now they got to do that to flagellation. Make this ability a little less ambitious. I get it. It's supposed to be really cool, two-part durability. It's not working. It's been a couple of weeks now, and it still hasn't really worked properly. So at this point, I'm okay if they were to just like simplify it. Make it a debuff, 1.5 minute CD. Even if I don't even know if it's supposed to have a 1.5 minute CD, but you just slap it on and it gives you damage, and then it falls off, and then it just gives you a buff of haste based on the stack debuff that it had, instead of making you press it again, because that press again, press this, press transform, it doesn't work. It keeps breaking. And I feel like if it's having issues right now in the beta, there's a good chance after the beta, after the release, there'll be like a patch 9.1, 9.2, and all of a sudden the bug will sneak back up again. I feel like they're just sometimes how things tend to happen, you know? Do you know how many people have pre-ordered Shadowlands? No idea. You got to be genuine and have the feedback, man. The ability. I know to see in the other stream and make a single note while playing. I make notes as often as I can, especially in my free time. On streaming, I'll try not to do it. At least that means you're gonna get good feedback. You probably get a better sense of balance for them. Okay, so I'm not even telling them in terms of how much damage this ability does. I'm mostly just trying to figure out and wrap my head around why it's not working properly. As for like numbers, I think Blizzard generally does an okay job without me having to tell them what it should do, how much damage everything should do. I'm not there to really tell them to like how much damage something should do. I'm rather like, okay, does this work properly? Or does this seem impactful? Does this seem exciting? Is this a cool play style type of deal? And that's what I've really been trying to make the whole Shadowlands beta for me, especially on the channel. Let my words known how I feel about this, how I feel about that, mostly in classes, and do they feel fun and engaging to play. And I've talked before about like classes and dots feeling like, dude, dots don't feel like they do anything. They're just minor damage. If they had maybe something extra to them to weave into the playstyle, wouldn't that be better? Bam, go Shadow Priest. Bam, go Boomkin dots. Bam, go Affliction Warlocks. Literally the whole class is designed around dots. Not about the dot damage, but rather abilities playing with your dots. And it was so much better. And then Assassination, I was like, man, what if they just made Slice and Dice give him extra energy regen? And then they added 10% energy regen to Slice for Assass. Okay. So in between OMM Hunter or stay on the red, all content, what would you recommend? Yeah, I don't even know. That's going to be still, I'm not even done with balance tuning. I feel like there's still quite a bit of work to go, Gino. Marksman and Hunters and Paladins are still going through work. Hell, Marksman Hunters just got to change through one of the best legendaries just now. So it's still a lot of things. Or this guy's stuck in a wall. Yeah, there's a lot of this guy's stuck in a wall, that guy's stuck in a wall type of deal, man. You know what I mean? But yeah. So what can I do else with flagellation? It just fucking bugged, doesn't it? Let me go outlaw for a second. I want to try to see if I can actually get this ability to stack up in stacks. I'm just gonna go Dreadblade. Love you, country brother. You're sick, bro. Yo, thank you, Jin. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for watching me complain about the video game. I try not to complain too hard, but I do appreciate you watching me, my guy. Hope you enjoyed the content and more to come. Let me just set the stuff. I don't really need poisons, but I should the habit. I need to develop the habit again. Roll the bones. Put it here. Okay. Blind is here. Like if I just could set up my abilities okay-ish, then I'll be fine. I'm gonna go Dread Blades so we can generate a ton of comma points. That's all I really want to do with this train dummy. And I guess we can go Weapon Master. Fuck it. I think that's all I need, really. Oh, it's, yeah, Flagellation. I need that too. All right, we're gonna pop Evasion here. Pop Evasion, Flagellation, and let's go Dread Blades. Fuck, I don't have a heavy weapon, so that kind of sucks. That really sucks. Really, really sucks. Oh my god, I'm just dead. Slice and dice. 20 stacks, maybe? Maybe I gotta get it to 20 stacks. Maybe that's the problem. I gotta get this ability to 20 stacks. Yeah, that's not gonna work out as easily then. Yikes. Okay, well, we'll just abandon hope here. And we'll re-choose our purpose again. Man, it took a lot of damage. I didn't even realize I did not have a... Can I go just buy? Okay, so I don't think I can buy gear. Because maybe I can buy some PvP gear real quick. Because I just want to see maybe this ability will work once you get to 20 stacks. Okay, well, let's abandon this quest. To see if there's a PvP gear guy here. There is not. Okay, so you have to choose your covenant before you can do anything. So I'm kind of limited in the gear that I have. And the amount of selfies I have. Okay, so let's go and play with Iron Stomach so we can get more healing. I think Weapon Master is fine as an ability. Maybe, wait, can we just be out of range with him? Hold on. We are out of melee range. Okay, we just figured it out, boys. Yo, let's re-roll until we can get Blade Flare and Adrenaline Rush back up. We did it, boys. We figured it out. We beat the game. We beat the Vigi game. So I really just want to see if it works properly or not. Because of our world class, it could have been fixed in another way. It doesn't make sense to me because they introduced so many effects based on Vanish. Like legendaries? I don't know. I don't feel that bad about it. I mean, again, if you don't like it, I feel like you could just go write on the forum post, I guess. That's the only place where you can really. Tell me you like it, tell me you don't like it. I like to change them. Alrighty, let's get ourselves one more reroll here. Yeah, I will need to get in a melee for a second though, just to get this ability going. Okay, yeah, now Flagellation changed for me. Hold on, nice, nice, 20 stacks. Okay, we were way past 20 stacks. Way past 20 stacks. 20 stacks can go up to still 45 maybe. Presence ability again does nothing. Yeah, pressing the ability still again does nothing, but you can go to a really high stacks though. We did it though. We did a Reddit. At least you got it working. Yeah, well, thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness I got the noodle arms. Now I actually might be able to test most of the... Actually, I think I don't even need to do anything. I can just test all the abilities on this guy now, can't I? Because he got them noodle arms. If I could just get right out of range, then I can do all my things. That works out, actually. Now I feel bad for making that goblin, but it was kind of fun. The Tooth Fairy, and finding out that you don't need to do the thing anymore. I'm okay with that. Yeah, this works out, boys. This works out just fine. We're gonna exit. Cool, that'll work out for me, man. This will work out for me. Is there any more updates? Aw, dude. Shit. One of our buddies just quit WoW, and he posted on Discord. I know this guy since Legion. Squiz. Friend, it's Squiz. Oh shit, dude. Bummer. You 50 or 60 on the this server. I'm 60. You can just make a level 60 character. Yeah, I haven't decided I'm going to main, but I have an option ready to go. So just gold farming until they give us something to do. There we go, dude. I'm pretty sure they'll have it, but why? It looks like he's just kind of done. I'll talk to him about it later. Yeah, but I'm gonna call it there, dude. I got food waiting for me anyway, dude. I got food waiting for me. I'm just gonna go chill. I'm gonna ask Squiz what that's all about. See if he's for real. But damn, dude. Bummer. Maybe me and Squiz can still do stuff. Maybe we can still play shit together. But I've known that guy since Legion, dude. So I got him to the guild and all that. And we're raiding. We got cutting edges this year and all that. What do you say? Does not have time anymore. I'm gonna keep it private. It's on guild Discord, so I'm gonna keep it private for now. Yeah. Could a bunch of times he might come back today? Yeah, maybe. But usually he ends up playing like through thick and thin. You know what I mean? He usually was the guy that takes breaks, but maybe he just said, you know what? I just need to work on other shit because he got a family and all that. You know what I mean? So maybe he's just like, you know what? I need to work on IRL for a bit. And maybe then when things are good, I'll come back to WoW. But yeah, that's a bit of a sad news. So I guess we'll call it on sad news here, boys. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tomorrow is the day off, and then so Thursday's the day off. Friday we're coming back with more 5v5 1v1 duels. So hopefully I'll see you guys there for the EU duels as well as the NA duels. That should be quite a lot of fun, man. Another duels in the pre-patch. Thank you boys so much for coming by. I'll see you boys on the next stream. Alrighty, peace.
I don't wanna see